I feel like
when's it actually?
It literally just started. What's up, guys? Welcome to SuperMega, the SuperMega podcast. This is episode 159.
That's right.
I'm here with Ryan McGee, and we're both joined by two very special guests. Two of your favorite.
Would you rather us introduce y'all, or would you like to introduce yourselves?
Oh, please introduce us.
Okay. I'll take one. You'll take the other.
Okay, you pick one. Go.
Okay. We got Chadwick over here. He's from Cold Ones, which is a wonderful little
from
podcast.
Cold Ones.
He's also really good friends with Keemstar. Keeps up with him a lot. Aren't you on the Keemstar podcast too?
Bro, I left that months ago. Where have you been, under a rock?
Yeah.
It's fine. You know, you didn't follow me back until like physically. You were there. We were like,
Keemstar.
No, Ryan.
Gee.
First thing I said when I met you.
Yeah, that's
I
the
said,
first
"Can
thing you
follow
said,
me
which
on
I was
Twitter,
like, okay,
please?"
we don't want to have a legit conversation. You just want, okay, that's fine.
It's all about the internet points.
Of course, yeah. And that's a lesson that I had to learn when I came and visited.
I loved that. The first that Max walked through the door, he's like, "You don't follow me back," and like that was the first moment.
And then you walked away, and then I followed you back, and then you came and talked to me.
I feel like it used to be the other way around, but nowadays the relationships start online, and you got to build that first. I don't want to meet you in real life until you follow me on Twitter.
Oh fuck! Well,
it's
unfortunately,
like the foundation for a relationship, you know.
Well, I waited a couple hours to ask after I took him out for breakfast because that's a nice thing to do.
because we got to know each other.
Yeah.
That was very sweet, Chad.
Yeah.
But I think it's all fine now.
Thanks. You're not gonna unfollow me when you on the plane?
No.
I follow both you guys on the plane and Cold Ones. But yeah, we got Maxmoefoe. You know him well.
Sweet, bro. What's my accolades?
Yeah, I said he's a part of two very well-known podcasts.
Well, he's got.
Chad from Cold Ones, and he knows Keemstar.
Is that I'm known for? Okay, at least it's better than being known for like.
You're known for something else. I can't put my finger on it.
Okay, let's cut it there, mate. All right, I know where this is. I know where this is going to lead to.
Max is known for. He's got a channel he posts on frequently called Maxmoefoe, and he also has a Pokemon channel.
Yeah.
He's got Maxmoefoe 2. He's got Maxmoefoe Games, where he posts games. Yeah, and he's also on Cold Ones too.
Yep.
What an avid fan.
Thanks, bro.
I just know.
Can I think of do I have another channel now? I actually can't keep track of my own.
You fucking
channel.
gave us Maxmoefoe.
Oh,
Collection.
Maxmoefoe Collection.
The one where you film yourself trying to pick up chicks.
Excuse
Oh,
me,
yeah.
Giving the
That's
shit.
Chad, could you
Maxmoefoe
please
pranks.
silence your fucking cell phone and have some sort of respect while you're on our podcast?
I pick up chicks. I had a channel where I picked up chicks on my
Please,
live
did
streams.
you?
Idiot.
That is not real.
Chad, that's like.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean
On my
on
Tinder
Twitch?
stream.
Oh, yeah.
But I used to upload highlights to YouTube, and then
Yeah.
I just axed all that and turned it into a vlogging channel.
True.
It's better than those guys. Like, have you seen those YouTube channels where the guys will go out and just film themselves, like talking to girls at the grocery store, and just be like, "Hey, you look very pretty today."
I saw a compilation of that on Facebook or something.
Was it really fucking good? We thought about doing it.
It's fucking weird. Is this sarcasm?
If
Is
I
this
can-
sarcasm?
If I see something like that that might be, I don't know, not completely bordering on harassment, and it's well done maybe, but everything I see these days, I'm like, that's fake. That's fake. That's fake.
I think everything.
just easier to
most
do.
things are fake.
Yeah.
I've seen,
But
some
I hate
real
that.
ones.
And I also see like avid fans of the thing when they see someone else call it out for being fake. They're like, oh, well, so what? It's like still good. It's still funny. Or it's like, no, it's not. It's just like a really shitty
Well, like
skit.
there's weird things where like it'll be a fake scenario, but you know that person is legitimately going through some sort of mental crisis. Like the first one that comes to mind is what's it, Youssef? What's his channel's name?
Oh,
Fousey Tube. Where like
Yes.
all of his stuff is pre-planned, of course, but I feel like he really is just mentally insane.
yeah, he's fucked.
Yeah.
He's been through some episodes. Like, what was the...
He did
what,
like a
Fousey
Fousey
or
Con
something?
where he's
I
like,
don't think it was called that, was it?
who knows? He was like, Drake's gonna be there.
Yeah, that was the crazy part where he's like, Drake is going to be performing here, like it's confirmed
And then
or
he
whatever.
like stood on top of a car and like did
Well,
some
it
big
got
old
shut down
tirade.
because
He did.
people called him bomb threats.
He did.
So
he
they-
did
Wasn't the rumor that like he called in the bomb threat?
That was what he
to
got.
escape from
yeah.
a
Yeah.
poor selling.
Yeah.
That's a good idea, though, right?
So,
like,
yeah.
if he knows it's gonna be shit, he's like, "Well, I should probably do something."
Yep, I think his risk was with all the announcing all the artists first. He thought maybe he could guilt trip them into doing it. Where
It
then
doesn't
on
look like
social
that.
media he's like, Drake, like you're gonna show up, right, man? Like you're on the posters, and everything he was gone. He's like, I know Drake. I met him. Like he said he's gonna
my
come.
boy.
Yeah, and then it would just slowly deteriorate.
And then it went from a concert which didn't sell at all. It was empty. It was just a bunch of clowns on stage singing rap music, and then it went to him in the parking lot standing on someone's car saying he was going to kill himself or something like that. That's not funny, Matt. Why are you
No,
laughing,
I'm not laughing.
bro?
It's just like it's a spectacle.
Because
you know?
that was
It's
around
an
the same.
art performance.
Yeah, it's an art performance.
I think it's a mental breakdown. Don't call mental breakdowns art.
I think a lot of artists are mentally ill. Anyway, that's where they funnel their
That's where the good art
creativity and pain and suffering into their art. You know,
we
that's
know
what
we know,
Fuzi's doing.
We know
That's
some
all he's
mentally ill
doing.
people with lots of.
I think all YouTubers are mentally ill
To some extent.
To a degree,
to a
yeah.
degree. Yeah,
We wouldn't be doing this otherwise, right?
there's also a lot of suffering, a lot of depressed YouTubers.
Oh yeah. There's some sad YouTubers.
You know, all YouTubers are just alcoholics too. I've never met a YouTuber that goes, "I don't
And they
drink."
like gambling. I've seen a lot of YouTubers behind the scenes. They like to gamble.
Well,
Speaking of gambling,
Chad took us to our first foray into like a casino.
I've never gambled
And
before.
well, I still think you're stupid as fuck to play the slot machines or what you the pokies.
it's just mindless. It's like
It is mindless because it's stupid. And
it light
if
up.
you're like
Sometimes
beforehand,
when-
if it was because these are digital slot machines, the original slot machines that people would think of as like where you actually have something that
There's the wheel that
spins
spins,
inside of
yeah.
it, even though that is rigged as well. But this is just a pure like kind of
they're
touch
rigged,
screen.
they're rigged to a degree, but you can. There's a thing on the side where you can actually check what the thing has been set to, the payout to. I think in Vegas it's a lot shittier than some of the ones we have in Australia, but apparently even the ones that are close to the front door have different rates and things like that. But if you know how to do it, you can literally look and it will have like a thing. I think it's legal. It's a legality. They have to show it on the machine for you to be able to check. Something like that.
There's YouTube channels I used to watch, or I still do, where they will go to like a casino and they'll camp out a slot machine and they'll be able to predict when it's about to pay out.
The
by
progressive
watching it.
ones, the ones
Yeah.
that have the jackpots that have to go off between a certain number and a certain number.
But is it random
It's random.
or is it planned?
No, I feel
I
like
think
it's an
it's random.
algorithm.
Yeah, I think
where
it is
it's-
random.
I think it's not.
You think it's
fully
100% random?
So I think the thing was,
Like as much as like kind of a
if you check the thing on the side and it says like, it pays back 93% of everything that goes into it, and that sounds like a good thing, but no one ever stops until all their money's gone, so it doesn't really matter. But like, I think the ones that are the higher ones that have the higher amount you have to put in pay back more as well for some reason. So I don't know, but either way. The randomness comes down to like the split second that the button is pressed of what's calculated. Because you see a lot of other people that get angry when someone's on a machine and then they get up to go to the toilet and someone sits down and wins a jackpot and they'll be like, that was going to be mine. Like if I press that button, like you have to give that to me. And that's not the case.
you're defending slot machines pretty.
I know.
essay
I just know how they work. I know. So obviously, it's
Because
it is a complete scam. They're
Max's
dog
brain
shit, but
goes
they
on
do.
a 5
they do
a.m.
work.
like scouting tour on
Well,
how
yes,
they
they
work.
do work and people win money off of them, but I feel like it's better to play. Like
Oh, no,
I really like blackjack.
They have the worst odds in the house. Like they 100% do.
Because the game that Matt and I were introduced to and really like is blackjack.
Blackjack's fun.
So
Like
we'll
Chad
play
gave me my
blackjack.
first gambling experience, and it was delightful.
Blackjack is I think the second best payback.
It's
like
48, 52.
I'm not sure exactly what it is. but
52 is
there's
with the
a,
house or something.
I think Poker vs. the Dealer or something is another decent one. Either way, gambling is all for suckers, so stop promoting it. It sucks.
I'm not promoting
Unless
gambling.
you guys have a gambling sponsor.
I lost
then
money.
gambling is awesome.
I lost money. Chad was like, "Here, like it's your first time gambling. You're gonna win big." I took out some money and then I lost it all. So that was my one-time gambling.
Well, you were up and I was down one night. The last night that just me and you went.
Yeah,
Like,
I slept.
by the way, we're not spending copious amounts. It's $100.
I'm telling
each.
you, I saw them put all the Patreon money into the casino.
we each put
we
15
went,
grand.
we went in with $100 each, and at one point Ryan was like 3 times his money, and I was broke, sitting there watching him like start blasting, bro. And he won on a couple big blasts, and you were up a lot of money. And then I think I put this idea in his head. He's like, blast, win, and he just kept doing it, and it just went down to 0. I'm like,
Well, that's how a lot of people get into it because there are those moments, and it is rare where you will like put everything down and you'll win like 5 times in a row and have a lot of money.
You wanna? Did you guys?
not
Was there any
spend and
features
lose.
popping off?
Huh?
I got
Was
some.
there
I got
features
some.
popping
I got
off?
some. I got some features on the pokies.
Those are that's what gets you hooked.
Well,
the features.
I gave Chad. I can't remember how much.
I was broke and I got $100 off you.
Yes.
And I turned that back into $600 off pokies.
Yep.
What?
So even though we are.
That's the night I slept in. That's the night where I just went to bed.
Yeah.
I got some awesome videos of pokies paying out. Tell you that.
God damn
I've been
it.
down some dark holes. But
Let's go gambling
No,
after this.
I'm reformed now. I don't gamble.
I
You
feel
don't
like
gamble
take the
anymore? Wait,
Patreon
what
money.
was with the Monopoly stuff though at McDonald's? That's like your formula.
Oh my god, yeah. We go to
Today.
make,
You bought how much McDonald's? And it was just for the 4 of us. What was the price?
I wake up this morning.
$80.
$80 of McDonald's just so you could get the fucking stickers
Just
and play
for the Monopoly
Monopoly
stickers.
shit.
Max and I went to McDonald's this morning, and I was like, I'll get like a coffee, and then I'll get Chad a bag of cookies, and then I
I
look
think
over.
you said, let's get Chad a salad with no seasoning.
and extra tomatoes.
Without
Yeah.
the balsamic vinegar.
Yeah,
we got Ryan something, we got ourselves, and I was like, what do we get Chad? So we just got him a salad with no dressing, no extra tomatoes.
A Happy Meal with a salad.
Yeah.
And
There was a
tomatoes.
cheeseburger in there though.
Yeah, you get the cheeseburger.
You get the
I,
cheeseburger, but
I stole some fries from his as well.
you didn't finish your salad either.
I didn't touch the salad. It was dry, groogy McDonald's shit.
Whoa,
Fuck, dude.
Now McDonald's is it's a slightly better than United States, but I don't like the fact that they don't have like their biscuits and shit. You told me they don't have like breakfast biscuits at McDonald's.
We don't- yeah,
crumpets.
that's not
and
like a
not
thing
crumpets,
here,
like,
like a-
yeah.
That's a huge
Southern thing,
That's
mainly.
like
Biscuits.
isn't
I
it?
like when
Biscuits,
I
yeah.
think of biscuits.
everyone in the United
I
States, it's not
think-
just a Southern
I think
thing.
of Popeyes or something. I always hear people online saying Popeyes biscuits.
I hate it. I don't know how you
I
guys
don't even know
like
what that
it.
is. What the fuck is a biscuit?
Wendy's,
A hash-
Burger King, McDonald's, almost every
what
fast
is it?
Hard
It's just
bread.
a
Imagine
hard
like
bread
a hard,
dough, like a little
hard
Yeah,
bun.
that's not like a
It's
thing here.
shit. It sucks. I got them from KFC. It's just dry
Not-
garbage. And you meant to
You
like.
think it sucks too, Matt?
No. I'm disagreeing.
What do you do?
Okay.
What do you do with them? Do
Put
you like
butter on
Have you
it,
ever had
put
a
jam?
Have you ever had a Chick-fil-A chicken like breakfast
Oh,
biscuit?
so that's why Popeyes gives you honey and jam for the biscuits. I thought you dip your chicken in it.
You can. It's
All
good.
I know
Oh,
is
gross.
memes around Popeyes biscuits making you thirsty. That's all I know. That's all I hear.
I haven't had the Popeyes chicken sandwich yet because you literally can't get it in America.
It was.
because
I tried to go to one with our editor Justin, and on the sign it just said, "We'll be back soon."
it's sold out.
Sold
But it's
out.
also like a permanent edition. It's not a temporary thing. So I don't get why people are like rushing out.
Because it became a.
They marketed it as like a meme, so people would have to go out and fucking.
The whole thing was, is it better than the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich? And so people were like, "Ooh, is it?" And then a lot of fast food. You got what's his name? Fucking what's his goddamn name?
I have no idea.
The guy with the big bulgy eyes.
Steve Buscemi.
yeah, the guy who kind of looks like his son. Review bra.
Review
Bra.
Yeah, he does kind of look like
The guy with the
Steve
big
Buscemi could be
bulgy
his
eyes.
He does have
granddad,
big
son.
bulgy eyes.
He's cute, man. He's
He does.
attractive.
We asked him to be on our podcast.
Did he say no?
I kept tweeting him, and I think he was just getting uncomfortable at like all my replies getting like all this attention where people were just harassing him, and so eventually just put out this thing saying like, "No, I will not do it." What did he say? I won't do it now, maybe in the future, but I'm not comfortable with it. Or I don't feel like doing that, or something like that.
We emailed him and he responded. He was
He
like,
said yes.
He was like,
He said
I
he
would,
would- he
I would
would-
love to come on the SuperMega podcast. And then
there
he
you go,
we
bro.
like we
He won't
started
be on cold ones.
We started talking, and then he just got so busy. He's like, I get 500 emails a day, and then just like disappeared.
I
That
feel
was
like
a really good impression.
I feel like now is the perfect time to try to go back to him because his views.
You
aren't
should
what they were.
definitely try to get him as a guest. That's
so
like
sweet.
That's my dream guest. I
He's
think
so
is
awesome.
review, bro.
I just want to get him drunk. I want to see what he's like drunk.
I
don't
think
think
that
he'll get
I think
drunk.
that was the one thing that was the main reason that he didn't want to do it because he didn't want to drink.
I don't think he drinks.
Yeah.
He doesn't strike me as the type that
He
would.
looks like he has Crohn's disease and he can't drink.
I think that's Mr. Beast.
Oh, is that public?
That's public information.
Okay,
That's okay.
sweet.
That
Double
Mr. Beast
checking.
has Crohn's.
I could see Review Bro having like a nice glass of scotch like once a
Yeah.
month.
Oh yeah,
But not like
I
he
feel like
wouldn't
he'd
be
be
like
more
throwing
interested
back.
in sniffing it and you know seeing
It's
what
got a
aromas
nice
are
rich,
from it, yeah.
rich nose. You know, it's got
Listen,
a nice.
I'll settle with 2 drinks with a review, bro. I feel like that's enough for his scrawny
Nah,
bones.
he's one of the guests that I would say he doesn't have to drink.
Let him
that
smoke
law
DMT.
is on there for almost everyone else. He can get away with not drinking.
Give him salvia.
Yeah.
Let him do a big rip of salvia
well, that'd be
before
sweet.
the podcast.
He can have something.
Send him to
alternative.
fucking outer space.
Do you know where to get salvia from?
Oh yeah, you just get anything on the internet, bro. You know how it is.
It's
can get-
legal
you
in
can get it
America.
in the United States.
I bought
easy.
some for Ryan for his
Really?
birthday, and then we did not smoke it because we got scared.
Yeah, I'm not trying
No.
salvia.
We were like, we bought it
because
I
there's
bought
a
it
part
as
of me.
joke.
You say you bought it as a joke, but there was a point in that
That's not
night
a
where y'all were
gag
kind of
gift.
very just kind of like, okay, when we get back, we got to do Salvia. And then
was
we
like-
laughed, and then you're like, yeah, but like when we get back, we're still doing it, right?
I would have done it if everyone else did it. I'm not gonna do it by myself.
Because you're a peer pressure type of person.
Yeah,
Salvia's
absolutely.
the one that scares
I'm not
me.
doing Salvia. I've
Because
seen too many
I hear
videos of people
people say-
falling out the second stories of windows, freaking out on Salvia.
Salvia is the one that people say it feels like time can slow down for so long that it's like, at least with other drugs, you can have a concept that time is going to reach a certain point. Like some people who do Salvia have specifically said like, I felt like it was 2 years or like
Really?
multiple months.
Fuck that.
Like that
No.
kind of a trip
Yeah, no,
scares
thanks.
me. That really like
That's terrifying. I
No,
never
it's
heard
terrible.
that.
Have you seen that
concept.
Salvia video where they do the Salvia rip and the guy jumps out the window?
That's what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
He
No.
just falls back.
Salvia is scary as fuck. It's like
Well,
you.
you'd have
Then
some
why did
trips in
why
you
did you
doing
bring me a
that.
bag of
I bought it as a
Salvia for
joke
my
for you,
birthday?
'cause I bought
That
you
is
something.
not a gag gift.
No, I bought him.
What
a
happens,
bag.
is
if,
not a
what
gag.
happens if Ryan's
Get him a
feeling
silly
sad
hat.
one night and he's just like, I'm doing it, fuck
Or
it.
I mistake it for a bag of weed because I could see myself like.
Salvia
being-
It doesn't look like
weed,
What the
though.
fuck does it look like?
It does not look
It
like
looks
weed.
like herb in a little
It's
bag.
herbs, yeah. It's like dark.
So I
green.
could mistake it if I was just like if it was dark and I was like, oh, I'm out of weed.
It's in a bag that says Salvia. It says Salvia on the bag. Remember Miley Cyrus smoked Salvia and that video got leaked? And everyone
Yeah,
was
and look
freaking
how
out?
fucked up she is. I ain't doing Salvia.
Salvia takes you to like another dimension. It's like 15 minutes. It
No,
lasts like 15
thanks,
minutes.
bro.
and I'm
I'll
just
stick
like,
to the grog, man.
No, thank you.
I'll stick to
grog.
a nice grog.
See, I don't even drink that much. I had like, you can ask Matt even. I'll probably drink once a month. But
Yeah.
since I'm out here having fun with the boys and we're going out so much, I've been drinking pretty much every day.
I
Having
don't think
fun.
I have ever drank on my own or like for the sake of drinking. Like
Yeah,
I
it's always fun
That's
with
not
friends.
like a concept that it's ever really crossed my mind. Like I feel like Chad.
Oh,
you
getting
Chad-
drunk alone is lit.
Well, yeah, no, I was gonna say I feel like Chad's an advocate.
it's
See
for
like,
sad.
like the sad echo in his eyes. Like it's lit.
Like, depends how you do it. Like, I'm not going to go and fucking smash a whole bowl of
I don't
scotch.
think I've ever done it. Maybe I would like it.
I
done it. It's-
haven't sat down and smashed a whole bowl of scotch before bed. Like, I sat down, I cooked dinner for myself and put a movie on. I had a bowl of wine.
See, that's
Yeah, like
that's
a
nice.
glass
I like
of
doing
wine
that.
is fine. Like, just
and
by
then I'm in
yourself.
bed a little bit tipsy at like 10 o'clock at night. I'm like, I wonder what whore on Tinder will come and sleep with me right now.
Well, I don't do that, but
Well, I don't call women whores. First
Yeah,
of
see,
all.
Chad, when I've had a couple
I'm a
glasses of
gentleman,
wine,
Chad.
I think about what girls on Tinder can I go respect right now?
Stop turning this back on me.
Can I-
I'm
can
not
go
turning
to
it back on you. You're the one that decided to use such harsh vocabulary in terms of
I
describing
respect
women.
the fuck out of women.
I've seen it. He's got a hoodie. It says he respects them.
Yeah, which you can get from Cool Shirts. With a Z. Shirts
What
with
was
a Z.
that? What was
Shirts
that?
with a Z. dot
shirts
cool.
with the Z. dot
This
cool,
weird sound effect that I downloaded keeps playing when you say that.
Well, that sucks because you could have used
code
code
SuperMega.
SuperMega.
oh, see that came
one
in.
worked, yeah.
Wait, where can they use that?
on shirts with a Z. .cool. Cool. That is
Okay.
the domain.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah.
And what are y'all's codes?
SuperMega.
There it is.
It's inevitable
You
that
guys,
it will
you
be
guys can
edited.
give yours. We could see whose wins.
No.
Super Mega. I know. I can see it. He's gonna edit it no matter what. I'm not gonna look like a fool. I'm just gonna.
He's even going to just edit it over us saying SuperMega to make it seem like we said something else.
For the record, I'd said their code if he put his own voice over me saying Super Mega.
And he's going
He's
to
just
edit it.
saving
Do you really
Nice.
think I'm gonna go through the that much effort? Because I have to edit this tonight.
Sweet, we just keep giving him stuff to edit.
Tonight? Why? Because it's got to come out weekly. Is that the reason why?
It's gotta
come
come out
out.
Wednesday in American time.
It's hell. It's just
So what, you got to
to
have it uploaded by this time tomorrow?
something like that. Yeah. I mean, we're pretty loose with
tonight.
it.
It'll be early morning in at 4 or 5.
We try to get it
AM.
out.
I just want to get out of the way because we're going camping. I got to get it done before we go and
Yes.
pick up the van
Yeah.
and shit.
We got some fun shit planned.
Camping is going to be lit.
So wait, when do we go camping tomorrow?
We really have to pick it up at 9.
We can pick it up around 10, but I
Can't
want
one
to...
of
Why?
us
If
go
we
do
have
it?
it for the whole day, why do we have to pick it up early?
Because it's a 4-hour drive to the camping grounds. You
Wait,
want to
so
get...
when do we leave to go camping?
I want to be able to
At
have
like
some
midday.
time at the camping
Okay.
area. While the
Yeah,
sun's
well, that's why I
out.
said leave at midday, so we get there in the afternoon. We can set up, light a fire.
take the boys to hunt some kangaroos.
Yeah. Let's go hunt some kangaroos.
Imagine if we get like an actual animal we kill with our bare hands and cook it on the fire.
That'd
Now
be
that
incredible.
would be a vlog.
We could smoke salvia.
Well, that's a really popular thing on YouTube, catch and cooks.
They are. Yeah. Have you guys
Yeah.
seen those videos?
no.
You know what we
Cat
haven't
catch and cook.
You know what we haven't done, which which y'all said we would though. Talking about hunting kangaroos.
Koalas?
We haven't eaten any kangaroos since we've been
Well,
here.
that's what I was gonna do on the car. I was gonna get the cast guy and I was gonna cook kangaroo on the
No
open fire.
better than doing it while you can.
Are we doing like kangaroo steak?
Yeah,
okay.
kangaroo steak.
fucking
hot
meat.
dogs.
Are there like kangaroo burgers and shit like
Yeah.
that? Is it everything? They
Yeah, we
like
have crocodile
kangaroo
sausages.
jerky. Well, we have
We're the
alligators.
only, I think we're the only country that eats the national animal.
Yeah,
I
we
think,
do not eat bald
eagle.
eagles.
It's probably fucking good though.
We eat, but we have two animals.
Wombat.
No, it's on the coin. It's the kangaroo and the emu. Is it?
Oh yeah, we eat both.
And
of
we
them.
eat both
emu?
of them. Yeah.
Really?
You can eat emu. I think it's really dry and like
It sucks.
Is an emu different than an ostrich, or are they the same shit?
It's
Different, yeah.
huge.
They look slightly
ostriches
different.
are-
But
think
they're
it's bigger.
similar in
No,
terms of.
ostriches are
their
tall,
body shape
emus are-
exactly the same.
Okay,
But yeah.
they're
Emus
still
are
known
wider.
for running fast and being fucking
Yeah,
terrifying.
the thing I always hear Americans say is emu. They always say
I
emus.
say emu. Yeah, when
Yeah.
you said emu,
We
I
say emu.
I studied to fit in, but normally I say emu.
Yep.
Rise Up Lights.
Rise up lights. Yeah. If anyone knows what you're even saying.
Rise up lights.
Yeah. So apparently there's this thing. If an American says the word rise up lights, it sounds like they're saying razor blades in an Australian accent.
Rise Up Lights.
Rise up lights.
Rise Up Lights.
It still sounds like it. Yeah, I can hear it. I
Just
want to
say
go
it
back
with
to
your normal voice. Just say it like.
Rise Up Lights.
Rise up lights.
Yeah, I can hear that.
Yeah, I can hear
it's
it
like
too.
really outback.
It's like one of the- it's one of the-
crocodile Dundee. like
Rise
It's,
up
also,
lights.
it's just also one of those memes when if I think in their head they're saying that, I'll hear it.
yeah, that's like the trick to it.
Yeah.
Rise up lights.
What a bottle.
And what we were saying yesterday, the other one is the Jamaican one is
Beer con.
beer can. Yeah,
Beer
say
can.
beer can. It sounds like you're saying bacon.
Bacon in a Jamaican
Beer can.
accent.
I think there's a couple more maybe. I can't think of any.
You guys do American accents?
No.
You know the American accent I can do.
It's yeah, we do, Chad. We know pretty well.
I mean, can we joke about that, or are we just gonna not touch base on that one? Because that's not too bad.
It is very.
do you
I
mean
don't
it's
know.
not too
I
bad?
I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
I
Yes, you
basically
do,
just
Max.
play like a really.
My brand is not aligned with this. Sort of-
Neither is ours.
But, like,
Chad,
I'm
go,
just-
go do
I'm-
your own thing.
I'm just really good at like impersonating like a really redneck Southerner that is a bit racist.
Oh, okay.
Is it an impersonation? Or
Max
is
is
it,
like, I've
is it
never
just-
heard of this before.
No, it's an impersonation. Of course it is. Don't you dare rally it into something else.
I know something happened today on a on.
Hey,
the balcony
hey, cut it out, bro.
That is
Misunderstanding. That is what. Cut this. Delete it.
Oh, you just said something happened, man.
Yeah, that's all I said.
Yeah.
You sound like you got a guilty conscience.
Oh, shut up.
I wasn't there.
Why are you getting
I
so
don't know what
defensive?
it is.
We just said something happened today. That's all we said.
Yeah, it sucked. Let's not talk about it.
Sounds like something. Came
You're the
to
one
your
that did
mind.
it. Oh, said it. Sorry.
Said what?
Said what?
What did he
Said
say?
what, Chad?
I
wasn't
didn't
there.
say shit. Don't you dare make this something that it's not. It involves a woman, okay? Get it out of the way. We won't talk about it.
I didn't know about this. I didn't know it involved a woman.
Is there something
That's
else?
not what
that
I
you
heard.
don't
Both
know
of you,
that-
they're just
Because-
making it sound like
Chad-
something it's not.
Well, Chad, if you said it involved a woman, that's not what I remembered, and I could tell you what I remembered.
No,
if that
I don't want to hear what you remember. Just shut up. Nothing happened today.
That sounds interesting. Chad, do you have a topic change maybe? Or?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to
Let's go back
derail
to
this.
I imagine a bald eagle would be
Oh,
really good
yeah.
to eat because it's got a lot of meat on it.
Do they?
I hate this
It's a big fucking
podcast.
bird.
I know they're huge,
I hate it.
right?
I hate this place. Kill me.
It's your set.
I'm in hell.
We're in the cold one set recording.
It's been
this.
tainted now. You guys have ruined him.
We
I'm sorry.
fine, Chad. We'll save it for cold ones then. No worries. We don't have to talk
Even
about it now.
worse. It's video format. I guess we can always edit it out. I feel like this would be hard
You
to
can
edit out.
prod at him when he's really drunk. I'm sure it'll come out.
Have you had anything to drink, Chad?
This is my second drink.
Give me a cheers.
Cheers.
Is there a word for cheers in Australia?
We say cheers.
You just say cheers.
What's another one we say? Oh, you
Is it
guys
beca-
know we say skull?
Skull. Yeah, you say
Drinking?
skull.
I follow
and
you.
shut
You
up.
didn't cheers me, Max.
So awesome.
I follow you, so now
I'm
you
following.
Thank you.
Okay.
You
Only
gonna
if you follow
unfollow me if I
I'm not
didn't
gonna.
cheers
I
you?
followed your Instagram. You don't follow me on Instagram. How
Oh,
about that?
Instagram.
I just
Yeah,
pulled
I'll
that
get
one out.
back,
Do you
bro.
follow
I'll
me on
get back.
Instagram?
I do. As of yesterday, I think.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, actually,
So you got mad at me for not following you on Twitter when you didn't follow either of us on Instagram.
Hey, I didn't know you were such avid Insta users.
I'm not. And
not
I'm also
either.
not an avid Twitter user.
Yeah, in Ryan's defense,
I
he
feel
didn't
like
follow
you
you 'cause he
don't.
doesn't use Twitter.
You're not on the internet a lot.
He's not.
I feel like you just do your show and your fucking videos and then just go back to a library or
Bug
something.
off somewhere else. Yeah, a library. I wish
reading
that's
fine
what I was
literature.
known for.
Ryan goes home and he just cracks a big fucking 1,000-page book.
He's like, oh, this is my night.
Encyclopedia read through.
Just reads through every single encyclopedia the library has.
That's why you use such big words all the time, and it confuses my orc brain.
You know, if you dedicated yourself to that, you would become so fucking smart.
Well,
Reading?
he keeps talking.
Reading like a
I'm
book
sure,
I
yeah.
mean, like every day.
Well, he keeps
If that
talking
was, like,
about
the
wanting
one
to like
goal.
do a voiceover of the Holy Bible. He wants to do an audible of a Bible and sell it.
I do, yeah.
How so?
Why?
What kind
What do
of?
you mean?
He's like, you know how many people would buy me reading the Bible as an
Not
audible?
me specifically.
I don't think that's what he said.
That's not what he said.
What was the meme?
I don't want to talk about it.
I think Chad's flipping the script.
Yeah, I see what Chad's trying to do now.
What do you want? You don't want
Chad's
to
trying
talk
get
about
even.
it?
I just don't. I just think that there's certain dialects that haven't been represented.
What's the dialect?
Southern.
Mystery.
Yeah, mystery Southern.
It's like one of those fucking lollipops. You don't know what the flavor is. There's so many fucking dialects of the Bible.
I thought you were about. There's so many fucking lollipop flavors. Let's talk about that.
Let's talk about those lollipop flavors, guys. There's so many of them.
What's your favorite flavor of lollipop, fellas?
Cherry, maybe?
Cherry is
Okay.
a fucking
Cherry.
good flavor. Yeah.
You know, there's like chocolate cream ones, the Chubba Chubs.
That sounds disgusting. Oh, right.
yeah.
Chubba Chubs are good.
We have a huge bucket in the other room.
Oh yeah, we have a whole
Yeah.
we have like 1,000
I didn't know
Chubba
they were
Chubs.
Pops?
Yeah, there's like 1,000.
You got a
Tootsie
Chubba
Pop?
Chub?
No, I've never had a
That's
Chubba Chub.
They're Australian, yeah.
They're really good.
That's Australian.
We went to a what store did we get that from? The one that Americans have. Aldi?
Costco.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, we have Costco here.
In the Costco, they had a big Chubba Chubs like paint tin. It's just full of every flavor. to
Yeah,
the top.
if you bring your Costco membership, you can use it globally, I think, wherever Costco's are.
I need to get a. Well, I live alone, so it's like I would just be getting like a shit ton of
You need that though.
You guys
You
can
go
get...
Chef Boyardee cans.
Tuna
for
cans.
Well,
Chef
the
Boyardee.
thing is, like, Costco is the only place in Australia that I'm aware of that you can buy things in
bulk.
that level of bulk.
like, you know the Simpsons meme where the Mega Mart
in
opens and everything's huge?
In
That's like,
America, though, a lot of stores I go to, I'm like, why is everything so big? Like, it's naturally just big.
it makes sense
you
for
guys
some
have those
things.
huge value packs, like,
it really
everywhere.
makes sense for some things. Some things I go, I can see me buying that in bulk, but then I see like
It's
maple
smart.
syrup where I go through like a bowl of maple syrup every year. I'm like, why would I buy a case of 50
Yeah, or
bottles
like
of maple
a
syrup?
fucking just a huge gallon of mayonnaise.
Yeah,
and
that was
stuff
a
like
that was a big jug of mayonnaise where you need to
Now,
hold under your arm.
Americans can go through the mayonnaise. That makes more sense than the maple syrup because versus some families out there. That
I
could just
feel
fuck
like
Is there
like
no
big
mayonnaise
American
here?
families.
Yeah,
For
there's
some reason, because like I asked for mayonnaise
There's
on the
not
McDonald's
an
shit.
option on that.
We
I
do
went
have
through the thing.
we
yeah,
have
the
mayonnaise.
burger I had
Was
today
there
had-
no
How did you
mayonnaise?
pronounce it? Did you say
I
mayonnaise?
texted Matt.
Did you go?
put-
Did
say
you go?
mayonnaise.
Can I? We
No,
call
we
it ma-
use
we
those-
call it
we use
mayo.
those- We use those electronic things.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah,
mayonnaise
yeah.
isn't an option.
There wasn't an
on
option
those?
on the electronic thing.
Either that or he's just
No, there wasn't. 'Cause I
Incapable.
went through it twice because I was like, man.
Because I also wanted a double cheeseburger plain and it had mustard. And
Yeah, I
ketchup
saw
on
your
it.
fucking order. It was just like the pickiest thing ever. I saw plain in all caps.
What does plain mean? That
Plain
means mustard.
burger.
No.
Must be an American thing. We're like,
Well, I'm sorry I
Scrape
brought
it
you
all
lunch
off.
and it was wrong.
Hold the
Ryan.
pickles, scrape the
I'm
sauce
glad
off.
you're
put a fucking
apologizing. If
leaf
you were
of-
paying attention and you knew me better than I
Broccoli on
thought
there.
you would, you'd get the order right.
I thought that plain meant just the meat, the cheese, and then the mustard
That's
and
it.
ketchup.
Plain. Plain means just like a double cheeseburger, plain, nothing on it but the meat and cheese.
Well, I'm sorry I ruined your
sucks.
McDonald's.
Why would
I didn't
you?
mean to.
Why take something off the ingredients, bro? That sucks.
Why
I
take
like
something off of
everything
the
on it.
ingredients? People who are allergic to stuff do it all the time.
Are you
But you're not
allergic?
allergic to it.
That doesn't have to be an excuse. I'm just saying.
At that point,
Why are you attacking me for having a certain
Because you're
taste that I
attacking me
want?
for
Why
getting
do
your
I-
order
why-
wrong when I paid for it.
And you're a millionaire.
I'm. You spread that rumor now.
You
I
have
heard,
enough to spend $500 in the casino.
I did not spend $500 in the casino.
Sorry, $1,000.
No, Ryan, I went one night and I spent like $100, and you went 2 nights with Chad, and Chad forced you to spend $2,000.
Listen, there's
What the
You should-
hell? I
No,
can't
no,
afford to-
Matt, you're getting
How
that
much
wrong.
money do you guys
Whoa,
make?
whoa,
should
let's
never
fix this.
gamble
Let's
if
fix
you
it.
have a Patreon.
I won $2,000, Matt.
The fans are never happy. They say this is where the money is going. We expected every dime was being used to make your set better, and we hear that you're blowing $3,000 at Crown Casino.
Well,
Wow, how is it going up every time we mention how much money?
I don't have a specific bank account for the Patreon where I go, I'm gambling this money. In fact, the Patreon...
Well, you used to stream and just saying, give me all your money, you
All right.
peasants. I'm going to the casino after the stream
Well,
is done.
at least I told them what I was doing with the money.
Yeah, the transparency is definitely makes
And I
it
also took my
not as
stream
bad.
to the casino, so they were gambling with me. And when I ran out of money, they gave me more. So they were encouraging me.
Of course they were. That's an interactive experience. I feel like anyone would want to be.
But
part
I don't take the Patreon money we get. I put it into this.
The fuck?
There goes the picture of Ian.
That's
What
cursed,
happened?
bro. That's cursed.
No, it's because I took this book out and it all started slanting. It's gonna start dominoes effects because I moved
weird.
a book.
Something has fallen off the set.
Like at the other side of the room
It
by
seemed
itself.
kind of ghostly.
Can I finish this Patreon rant? Because
Yeah,
I don't
go
want
for
people
it.
thinking I take Patreon money and punt it.
But you just
You just no. When we
You
were at the
just said you
casino, you
did.
specifically said this is Patreon money. They don't fucking care.
I said that is a joke.
All I was saying was,
I hate this.
obviously anyone can do whatever they want with their money, but I'm saying it gets so fucky when you have a Patreon and you want to do anything. The backlash
even
of
if it's with your own money that wasn't specifically
yes, the
from
fans
Patreon.
are always like, we made you, like, this is what we
You would be
fucking
nothing
feel.
without us.
Yeah, do not fucking
That
do
mentality.
anything that isn't making your show better or doing this.
Well,
or doing
I
that.
can safely say right now that
I do get it to a
all the
point.
money that's been given us from Patreon, which is a lot,
has
gone into every. We've spent our own money.
Yeah, well, take a look
made
at,
fuck
take a look
all
at
money.
these boys.
Yeah.
They got flown out here on the Patreon dollars, haven't they?
Yeah, they got their accommodation, the Patreon money. They got I got them a steak meal with the Patreon money. How much was that night?
Oh, I don't know if the
got
fans are
some
gonna
wine?
like that.
Well, I wanted to show them to a
It's a
good
business
night.
dinner.
It was a business
Also,
dinner. I claim it.
for instance, you know, our office we're setting up right now, like literally almost all the Patreon money into that because that was so fucking expensive.
It's
Yeah,
unbelievable.
you want to know how much? You know
And
how
then
much-
people are like, oh, you went to visit your cousin in Thailand? You're abusing the money. And I'm like,
You're gonna go visit your family twice a year that are on the other side of the
it's like,
continent.
the fuck, dude. Also, like that's like I used my own money for that. Like I didn't use the Patreon money for that. The Patreon money goes to a business account that we use for the business.
that then for your personal things you get paid.
Yeah.
Fucking like, yeah, exactly.
Well, that's how
we
that's
did
how-
spend 15 grand at the casino from Patreon money, but that's fine because we already
Yeah,
spent.
but
We
you-
all
you
of
you
it.
fund
also
it back
had
into the
to gamble.
system,
Yeah.
bro. It's
yeah, but
fun.
you haven't gambled as well. So 15,000, it's like that's breaking the ice, and you're probably not gonna go back, right? You lost
Just
all
for
of
the
it.
record, they didn't punt $15,000.
No, because here's the thing. If we spend $15,000 of Patreon money at the casino, what we're trying to do is double that. So then what they gave us is worth even more. Think about that, right?
Oh,
so then at
true.
the end, it's like, oh, that's $30,000 of Patreon money, right? We're just trying to be smart and double the money that the fans gave
Then you'll
us.
be able to do more stuff on set and get like more microphones and things for.
I'm
to make the show better, yeah.
constantly spending money in here.
Holy
like,
shit!
all the time.
I didn't realize how expensive building an office was. Like we had no fucking idea.
Well, how much was your
Thank God.
soundproofing? Can you tell? Because they told me how much they paid for soundproofing.
Do
I
you
shit
wanna-
myself.
It was
I mean, yeah, let's just.
it was $10,000 to
Yeah.
soundproof our office.
Soundproofing.
Yeah, and that's in
Oh.
LA. It cost us more to get it done here.
They spent $10,000 on an expensive soundproofing
to make their
company
content better for us that we watch.
when they could have just done it themselves by cutting
Dude.
out foam.
You know the other thing, yeah, acoustic.
It's not,
foam.
no, it's
I
not
think
the
it's
same
thing.
Like we wanted to go big, like because if people are donating
No,
all that money
if
to
you're gonna have the
Patreon, it's
money,
like, I want
do
to
it-
use the
do it
money
right,
to do the
yeah.
best we can.
The same with you. We didn't skimp on anything in here.
I don't want to
like-
skimp on it. Like
But
I want
the
to
more money that you make in that way, if you're not putting it into making things better, like what the
You're not
fuck is
gonna
the
get the-
point of
yeah.
having
You're also-
a
you're-
Patreon or
You're also not going to get the return. You're not going to get new people because obviously the money's used to improve content, which is what we use it for as well. So when the content gets better, you get more people, which means more people come in, donate to the Patreon. It's just a cycle.
Another thing that an expense that I think people don't understand the concept of with YouTubers making like what seems to be a lot of money is paying tax. Like kids don't understand like what tax is when it's that amount of money. It's like, well, yeah, almost 50% of it is the fucking
it's-
tax.
we
Well,
live in California.
like taxes when I worked at Food Line, which is a grocery store back in South
It's
Carolina,
taken
was
out
like nothing.
before you
was
get
kinda
paid
like-
as well,
yeah,
though, right?
Yeah, that's another thing they don't
And so-
understand. They think that the money we get is already
It's already been
taxed. No, no, no.
taxed. Yeah.
At the end of the year, we go to the tax man. They go, "You've made this much. You owe us this much." And you're like, "Oh, that hurts. I don't even have that much
does.
left in my bank
If you-
I
account."
cut
don't-
my
if you-
savings in half because of
Same,
taxes.
Yeah.
same. I would just because and especially like with stuff like Patreon and stuff, people see they're like, oh, so you guys are making that much money. That money is not taxed yet, and we live in California, which is like the highest one of the highest tax states. It's like 35% or something. So it's like after we split that and then spend that on the business, we also have to tax all that. So Uncle Sam's getting his fair share.
What we have here is if you're doing like personal like
Business expenses.
like I'm Maxmoefoe, I think is a company, but if a lot of people just have like what's
Why
happening
is it
over there?
moving?
That's scary.
that legitimately made me jump.
That just moved on its own. I watched
That was
Just-
scary.
We always make jokes about this office being haunted.
No, Cherd Lease was when Cherd was here. He said it was haunted, and he was in the toilet, and some ghost was knocking on the doors.
That's
and
a
stuff.
creepy ass bathroom.
Well, I'll tell you what. We talk about
don't
how
like
much money
that.
we get, but we definitely cheaped out on our office. Like we're in a
It's falling to bits.
yeah. Well, like
God, that bathroom's creepy as
just
fuck.
just one more thing to.
No, wait. Let me finish
yeah,
what I was
keep
saying
going,
just
yeah,
quickly.
yeah.
with like personal tax, you reach each tax bracket and then you pay more, right?
Yeah.
So the maximum bracket here is, do you know what it is?
48%.
No, like what's the actual number of
Oh,
money that you
it's
gotta
not
make
that.
a year?
It's not that lot.
like
It's not. It's like
100
180
something.
It's like 180K.
And then pretty much every dollar after that is pretty much 50 cents you get. So it's basically cut in half, like all the money after that. Obviously, the first one's blah, 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 blah. But when you are working with a lot of money, it does hurt to have it all on one account and then have to fucking give almost half of it back.
Yeah.
But that's, if you're smart, you pay quarterly and keep,
If
money
you're
to pay tax. Yeah.
And
Oh,
But that's another problem. Sorry, just quickly again. That's another problem with schools not teaching tax-related things. With I find with YouTubers who get thrown into doing YouTube, they don't know anything about tax.
Oh,
and
we
they,
didn't know
and they
shit.
spend all
Me
their
neither,
fucking
neither.
money because they get so much money all of a sudden from someone who's worked at McDonald's or something like that. They're like, okay, now I'm just making like a lot of money as a YouTuber, and they spend all of it, and then they get fucked.
Well, it's the
They don't
same thing
realize.
with like sports athletes, where you'll hear the stories of they make it big, they spend it on cars, they spend it on like their family and
the
house.
tax time comes
what's
around?
the
boxer?
Floyd
Yeah.
Mayweather?
Yes.
He had to do the Conor McGregor match to make the money he owed to pay tax.
Yep.
He was like, I have to do this thing so I can pay all my taxes back, which is like millions of dollars.
And Nick Cage is fucked as well.
And
'Cause,
what
he
hap-
bought like six properties, a dinosaur skull, and like a bunch of stupid
He bought a
shit.
dinosaur skull?
Yeah.
He bought a huge SuperMega logo like for his house.
I feel like that you need to know when to give people money as well with the Patreon. I'm backtracking here, but
Are you talking about as a user? Or?
As
as a
user
user,
Patreon?
yeah. Know that we're not living in mansions. I live in a shitty 2-bedroom.
Let's not be
Townhouse.
shitty about it though. YouTubers are
Oh,
in a
100%.
fantastic position.
I'm-
Like,
I'm-
I am so
I'm
grateful
comfortable
for where I'm at.
monetarily.
I tell you, I wouldn't have been able to afford this though, and without a Patreon. I wouldn't
You
have been
just
able to
go
build
to our
this.
office. We
You
wouldn't
just,
be
you
able to
ju-
pay
as
off
long as you're smart with your money, you're going to be comfortable.
A Patreon's for people like, hey, we have this, but we could make this, but we can't afford it. Can we have money from you to make content better? And we love you. Well,
It's
I won't
also,
say I
it's
love you,
also
but
like
you know what I mean.
people will think that we should just be pulling money from all sources to do things. It's like I run my own personal stuff doing like Pokemon and that, and that's where all my money is focused on putting back into that and doing that. And it's like we do Cold Ones, and then Cold Ones has a Patreon. Obviously, the money from that goes towards this specific thing.
Yeah.
While fans seem to think it's all like all the money
collective
should just be
pool, yeah.
pulled out of my personal savings to do this. And
I definitely could not afford this whole room that we're in now.
yeah, and we're grateful because as we get the money, you make things better, and that's,
of course.
that's how
And
it
you
is.
can,
If
use,
that's
you
what
can,
the
you can
fans
also
want,
give
that's what
back.
they
You
want,
give back to the Patreon. We give them a lot more content. We give them discount on our merch, which is coming out soon, which you just haven't made yet.
Yeah, I don't like the Patreons that have almost nothing, or they stop giving back like the things, and people just say subscribed.
There are a lot of
Their money's
YouTubers
just
that I
getting
know that
drained.
just have dormant Patreons that sit
Yeah,
there
there's a lot of
collecting
them.
money, and I don't want to say names. Can I
People
say
don't
names?
people don't disconnect their credit cards from them. They're just being sucked.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like a lot of people will just like.
A lot of people
forget
aren't
and keep
happy
going.
also with the rate sometimes that we do. But we
Well,
like
we
I
just
checked on
started.
average we'll have like 6 to 7 posts on our Patreon a month.
Yeah. Oh, that's more than us. We do like 2 or 3.
Well, the thing is, I mean,
Well,
I
and
know
people are like people will be like,
What, you
is
guys
it
have-
worth it? And people are like, no, it's not worth it.
You-
And
do you-
it's like $5.
Do you
a
guys
month.
have just one tier, isn't it? Like
Yeah,
the
just
$5
$5.
thing?
It's
I think that's
$5.
really smart, like
Yeah.
for everyone.
Well, because
involved.
I wanted it to feel kind of like a membership rather than
Yeah.
I'm gonna pay more to get something extra, I guess, over and over.
You-
again
Like
up
those
to
YouTubers
20.
that have like there's a $50,000 tier, and we'll build
Yeah.
a concrete wall
I hate that.
of your
I hate that,
fucking
yeah, I
name
hate
in the
that.
background.
You're not gonna get mad at someone to do it when they want to accomplish something bigger. But when it's someone like Rice Gum, like not that he has one, but wearing Gucci and flexing everything all the time. If he started up a Patreon and said, "I'm poor now, can I have your money?" I'd tell him to die.
Or a Nicion.
Nicion,
who's
yeah.
like, I've ruined my life and I have
Does
to
he
pay
have a
so-"
Patreon?
He
He
definitely
does,
does.
yeah.
But he did this video where he was saying, I'm fucked. I owe so much money to tax. They're
I mean,
auditing
he must be
everything
because he
I
emailed
own.
us asking to collab. So
Really?
that must mean he's in a pretty
He
bad
blocked
place.
everyone and just that was his thing. And then he tried
He made
to crawl
his
back
YouTube
and make
channel.
all these connections
Yeah,
later
you had to
on.
pay to watch his YouTube videos as well. Like,
Oh, fuck that.
yeah.
He's gonna make a video just because he's sniffing around for people mentioning his name.
Oh,
I'm
he
sure.
definitely.
Hell yeah.
So,
Oh,
so if he
Jesus.
catches wind of this one, he'll just be like,
Oh, that'd be sweet, bro.
"Okay, fellas."
Probably get some
just
subs.
like- yeah.
Onision, you're a very attractive man, and you're a cool guy. See?
I like his vegetarian body. You guys seen that?
Vegan.
video?
It's vegan body, bro.
No, it's vegetarian.
No, you
My
guys.
vegan body.
No, I swear he says vegetarian. in
vegan.
that. Nah, someone bring it up.
Yeah, I'll do it.
I don't
I'll
have
do
my
it.
phone. Oh, no, I do have my phone.
I
I
got
swear he
it.
says
Your
my
hotspot's off.
vegetarian body.
I got it.
Are you talking about the dude that like films himself talking about licking
Anision.
the vegan vagina?
Anision.
Have you seen that
Yeah,
video?
this one is for vegans. The ASMR.
vegan vagina.
Oh no, he says vegetarian body. You're
Play it
right.
in the mic.
Guys, I don't know if you saw that video where Shane Dawson said, "Hey, well, I have chest hair."
Just get to the vegan body, bro.
Vegetarian.
Oh god, here it is. This is it.
This is my body. Okay?
Doesn't he
I'm
yell
not
it?
sitting down.
He's
You
about to,
sit
he's about
down,
to.
Your stomach rolls up.
Will that be able to be
Makes those
threatening?
little fat things. This is my fucking body. You see it?
Wait.
I see
This
it.
is
Yeah.
my vegetarian body.
Told ya. Vegetarian.
Chad, you should be a vegetarian now.
Why is he going Super Saiyan,
He's
bro?
on steroids. That's a steroid vegetarian body.
I think he's just like.
Does
Let
he,
me-
does he have like an emotional connection to like anything? Because I just like
Tax, maybe? He legit made a video saying he didn't know how to do his tax and he
That's why you
put
hire someone
way, he
early
put way
on.
too many expenses, he's just full house and his car and stuff, and didn't keep any records or anything.
That's
and now
his
they're
fault.
now they're just all auditing everything. That's when I feel like he made a big push for his Patreon then, where he was like, "You guys need to bail me out of this tax hole."
did they bail him out?
I don't know. I don't know how he's doing. He's always just fucked. I could have a look at his shit. I think he's got me blocked. I think he's, I don't know what he's up to.
I can kind of have some sort of sympathy for him because I was never taught shit about tax.
I mean,
in
I wasn't
school.
either,
Yeah.
but at the same time, I feel like
He's just
we
done
have
a lot
enough
of
common
shitty
sense
shit
where it's
as
like
well.
we're starting
Yeah.
a business. We should probably get someone else to handle.
I feel
this side
like
of
it's
things.
something we also. I mean, like you helped me a lot, a little bit at the start. People around
Just
me
making sure that
making
you
sure I was paying tax
it.
properly, and I didn't.
Well, you don't want to fuck around with that.
Well,
Yeah.
the safe bet is always like at least what the rule that I've always learned. The safe bet, at least in America, is to put 30% of what you make
Yeah.
aside, and usually that'll be more than what you have to pay, but then you'll get it back once you pay off taxes.
that's what I'm saying with YouTubers who previously work normal jobs and then they get into doing YouTube. They don't do that because they're like, I'm gonna go wild. Like I've never had this experience before.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they make all this money, but then they forget that
That's
because
exactly.
they're
It's the
making
same
it, they're
thing.
in a higher
It's
tax
the same
bracket.
thing a lot of rappers do, especially a lot of like big rappers that come from poor backgrounds. Like as soon as they get a lot of money, they're just like, "This is I would like to flex like all of this," and that's like the culture in general.
I even feel like it's like, I mean, they flex, but like when I started kind of making quote unquote money from YouTube, I remember I was like, I'm gonna buy myself a nice sound bar, and that was like a big expense to me at the time. I was like, oh wow, this like $200 sound bar. Like when I think it was when I moved out here first and started working for the Markiplier game.
So is there a special category of Markiplier?
Yeah,
That's his URL.
Oh,
YouTube.com/Markiplier.
unless he
game.
got the actual one.
No, I think it's
Did he have
Markiplier game.
Okay.
that's a funny thing to look at. You ever look at a big YouTuber's URL and you're like, oh my god, like
Ours is Super Mega Show Official.
Just SuperMega official.
Oh,
YouTube.com/SuperMega
okay.
official.
Because we also have like Super Mega Show.
Our Twitter and Instagram is SuperMega show. Chad, is this for me?
Yeah, I'm just
Did you just pour me a vodka Red Bull?
Yeah, vodka Red Bull.
that'll keep you awake. You know, you're not actually supposed to drink those. People have died from
No,
them.
it's horrible. Alcohol
It's
and
an upper and a
caffeine.
downer.
Yeah,
But-
it's a horrible combination.
I think everyone who comes into some kind of money starts kind of like, oh, I can buy this. And so they treat themselves. But then people go overboard with it.
No,
where
yeah.
It's like, oh, I
There's a
got
limit.
this. And now I'm going to get so much more. And I'm going to treat my friends. And I'm going to treat my family and all this
Right.
other
It's
stuff.
hard to stop it because
It is.
Your spending habits, I feel like, rise in tandem with how much money you're making. Like, at least I know that's how I do it. Like, if I start making more money, I just start buying more things.
Because I think the thing is, it's natural to, everybody wants money, and then if you start getting money, then I mean, why do you want money? Because you want to be able to spend it, right? So then if you have money, you're like, oh, well, I'm
No,
able.
I
to.
want to be able to donate it to a charitable cause. What are you talking about?
Well, see, I'm a piece of shit, so I'd rather spend it. So you get more money, and you're like, that means I could spend more money, and it's about finding that balance of like where it's not too much and you're still saving, but like you can still spend what you want to spend on yourself, your friends, your family, but you're not going overboard where you're gonna fuck yourself over, where you're gonna bankrupt yourself, or you're gonna get in trouble with the IRS.
I've noticed a lot of people take it personally when some YouTubers set up a Patreon too. Like they're like, how could you ask for money from people? When it's purely someone's choice to donate money. You're not taking it from
I think
someone.
my opinion's changed on that over the years because I used to
be in the camp of like,
when I'd see someone, I'd be like, you don't need a fucking Patreon, you cocksucker.
Well, that is true for some people. There are some people whose names I won't say because this is your podcast.
I decided
to never do it for myself. Yeah. But when we started this, I could see a perfect fit for it. Like, and I thought, you know, we do have a lot of expenses and things that. And we run like a specific
we
show.
didn't have a Patreon at the start, and then we got like our first couple months, and we're like, fuck, where'd that $20,000 I had saved?
That fucking board, I don't know if you guys have seen the back of that, the expenses that we had on it. It's unbelievable how much shit
a lot of people
builds
don't
up.
realize that because like they'll look at even like a channel like ours, and it's like, well, you guys make fucking stupid videos and Let's Plays, but they don't realize, like, not everyone, but some people don't realize how much money actually has to go into it because, for instance, we have actual people that we have to pay every month. We have to pay them healthcare. We have to pay for an office. We have all this equipment that we have to purchase.
Well, we don't have to pay them healthcare.
No,
we could stop that any time we want.
We should probably stop that.
You guys are in America. Is there even healthcare to pay?
Yeah, we have to pay for every employee's healthcare, and for our own. So thank you to the patrons because you're helping us pay healthcare for our employees and for ourselves.
I think people haven't gotten the mindset that it's not YouTube is not, and it sucks that it's not this anymore. It's not just someone filming in their bedroom or their studio and editing themselves and uploading, which is what you do with your Pokemon channel.
But it kind of still is like this. It feels very like this is.
It is, but now the expectation is higher quality stuff.
But as those people
and
that are in their
costs money.
bedrooms doing that. As they're making more money, they should be, if they can, putting money back into making their show better for their fans. And that's what's happening.
And that feels good too.
That's another thing that I think the reason Leafy fell off, because
he was making a shit ton of money. And
he was making so much money, and there was not necessarily improvement in his specific videos, but he had no aspirations to do bigger and better things.
It was just repetitive.
He was just like, I'm stuck in this perfect hole for now. I'm like the biggest, hottest shit on campus, and I'm making all this money, and I'm not taking any risks anymore. I'm just going to keep making this. And then either he also got bored of doing it and just stopped.
Yeah. He just stopped out of the blue. He didn't.
But also his shit was falling off because people were like, "Yeah, I'm bored of this now."
Also, did he even plan to become big? Like, he seems like one of those guys who's just doing this shit.
I don't think so, but you got to smarten up when you're in that position.
Yeah, if that happens, you have to
It's the same
He's
thing.
also young when it happens.
I mean, it's not as much now because Minecraft's made a big comeback. But a lot of those Minecraft channels pigeonholed themselves into just doing Minecraft, and they got so big on it, and they're like, I have this big platform where I should be turning my personality into something that people want to see. But rather, they just kept doing Minecraft mod reviews and that was it.
Yeah.
And then their channels are just fucked. Except maybe not now because Minecraft's made a comeback.
No, you know what I've noticed? A lot of the big Minecraft YouTubers from back in the day have not made a comeback with Minecraft.
Really?
So
PewDiePie just took all the fucking suck.
I know heaps of Minecraft YouTubers like, I'm taking advantage of this. I'm gonna upload every day, and it just went nowhere. Well, PewDiePie's just farming 10 mil view.
I'm telling you, if that's any advice that I would give for YouTube, it would be if you are growing and you're doing that, you need to make people care about your personality, not the content you're putting out. Because I see the same thing that's happened with Minecraft happening to the Fortnite channels now as well. Their whole build-up has happened off the game and the thumbnails and the content, but their personality is so boring and shitty that they haven't built an engaging community. Yeah. And those people are literally just clicking for the thumbnails and the fucking Fortnite videos.
So you're saying put more into your personality?
I think I think you need to make people go I want to watch anything this person uploads.
I do miss the time where you didn't need to focus on personality in terms of think of sketch comedy.
Yeah, well, but that's like a different.
It's an extension of your personality.
That's a talent, and that's building, and that's
getting better at it.
Yeah, well, it's not doing Minecraft. You're just doing fucking a review.
Hey guys, because the thing is, take it mod 2.0.
Yeah, if you're like a Minecraft YouTuber and you got big for just doing Minecraft videos and doing those things where it's like, how many blocks does it take to blah blah blah, all that stuff, and then Minecraft dies out, your fan base is gonna be like, oh, I don't give a fuck anymore. But if you build your personality more so than they want just the things, then people will transition with you.
That's
to what
I've noticed with the Pokemon channel now is I would usually only get views from people who would want to see a specific set get opened. Like they'll click on it because, oh, it's the new set like that's being opened. I'm looking for YouTubers that are opening it. Well, now I can literally put out anything and people will watch it because they want to watch it. Because they want to see me open it. They don't want to see the thing be opened.
Yeah.
I also know people that watch your Pokemon videos just because it's fun to learn about it, because you go on an educational dive where you talk about the cards and you show the prices on screen.
Yeah.
I know people that have never bought a pack of Pokemon cards in their life that say they watch your videos.
No,
Yeah,
my
it's
roommate
pretty
watches
cool.
your Pokemon videos before bed because he's like, it's
That's
nice. I just like watching
PewDiePie
them.
said he did that with
Yeah.
Marcia when they're laying in bed.
I do that as well. I crack it open. I'm like, how much?
I do too.
Thanks,
It's like,
thanks,
Yeah, it's weird. But like, here's a really far-fetched example. I used to watch a YouTuber that did World of Warcraft lore because I just liked lore. I didn't give a fuck about
Is Crendor, bro?
This ain't Crendor. Here's Crendor's another person that just dropped off.
Crendor's
the thing.
channel is...
But like,
dead.
he's just, all of a sudden, he hates World of Warcraft and doesn't want to do the lore, and he starts fucking playing other games. I'm like, fuck you. You're not funny. I subscribe to this channel for World of Warcraft lore, not your stupid ass.
you made
That's
the
exactly the counter argument to what Max was trying to
You
say
made
about
the
personality.
you made the
But
bad transition.
but I was just saying, he didn't one day just like, every week he put up a new video. One day he's like, I fucking hate WoW. I'm just going to start doing something else. And I was like, you're not funny. You're good at reading me to bed.
You want people to come for like Minecraft. People come for the Minecraft and then they stay because they like you. So then if you start doing something else, Minecraft drops off. You do other things, people will still stay for you. But if they only come for the Minecraft when Minecraft drops off, they're not.
There's also channels that are just band riders, like that bandwagon riders. Like
There's some that do it really well.
Muselk has had ups and downs. Lachlan's had ups and downs. These are Australian like gaming YouTubers.
We saw him at the Fortnite party.
Yeah,
They do it well though. Not
that they're not funny or anything, but like a lot of their audience will get sick of them when a game is dropping off, and then they're like, need to find a new game now. There's a lot of different avenues to the idea of transitioning and why people sub and why people leave. But
Yeah.
there's extreme examples and there's mild examples.
It's just a risk to like reward ratio. Like I was saying, like
luck too.
there is
Yeah,
just a lot
so
of luck.
true.
But what I mean, like with Leafy, it's just like this is working for me. All right, just keep doing this, keep doing this, keep doing this. It's gonna run out at some point. Like I hope Leafy's bought a bunch of fucking property and done something with his money because I don't think he'd ever be able to make a comeback now.
Anybody heard from him?
If Leafy's comeback video after like 2 years being offline was a SuperMega video, that would be good
these
for
guys,
you.
Yeah.
these guys are joking that I
That's
play
good.
online
That's a good
blackjack with all my
impression.
money.
That's good.
You're really good at doing impressions.
Hey,
Actually, both of you are.
Can you do Review Bra and Leafy is here playing Minecraft together?
No, let's set the scene. Okay.
What's the scene?
Okay, so I want it to be that Review Bra is contacting Leafy to get in his server, but Leafy doesn't want to.
Okay.
But make Leafy always start to say the R word, but then have to correct himself.
Wait, you can't say the R word on this podcast?
Well, Leafy can't, or else he'll be demonetized in this situation.
True.
So, I've got the server set up. I've already built us a house out of oak wood. Now, do you have Log Me and Hamachi all set up on you? Do you have it downloaded?
That's a throwback.
Yeah, so like, I'm kind of busy right now. What's Leafy? Look,
You're doing it perfect.
I was doing it fine.
Doing it is
I'm
Yeah.
drunk now. Hold on. Yeah, so like, I just
That's
That's
good.
perfect.
That's
That's
perfect.
perfect.
I'm a little busy right now. I can't play.
I'm surfing on the surf server.
You know, I've like I said, I built us a house of oak wood.
I can't tell if it's Review Bra or a bad Joker impression.
Dude, Review Bra is the next
like a
Joker,
Heath
though.
Ledger Joker.
Imagine Review Bra as the Joker.
That would be
As the
fucking
Joker.
awesome.
That's the Joker.
That's Review Bra jelking. Like in his room at
Jelking
night.
and sounding at the same
Imagine
time.
if Review Bra is like, I need to step away from my original content. I'm going to start making jelking content.
I'm going to start doing
Sav?
some sounding review videos.
Imagine Review Bra making those videos about how to like restore your foreskin.
Is that a
I,
thing?
yes,
that
it
a
is.
thing?
I have a whole playlist saved
Why
of
do
dudes
you-
that make
why-
foreskin
why? This is
restoration
just-
videos.
I don't like. Here's the like. Matt and I are very different in the terms of like what entertains us. You draw a lot of entertainment from like scat videos.
Now, Ryan, you
And-
can't just drop that out there with no context.
There's no context to be
there
had.
is
You're
absolute
entertained by
No,
poop.
Jack-
That's it. That's all it is. What makes the poop funny
no,
for you?
You literally can't just be like, so Matt watches a lot of Scat videos
Are
anyway.
you
Like,
talking about his own ones that he makes?
No,
Dude,
no,
he
no, no,
no.
rewatches
Well.
those. He'll film himself shitting in a toilet, and he'll like after he's done it for like a day, I'll look over. He's like watching it just by himself. just like admiring it.
The
Can
one
you-
I did the
that-
other
the one
day.
you sprayed
the one
that
I did the other day
diarrhea
was
in
so
the
good that I
ear.
had to rewatch it several times.
Can
I
you
showed
put
you.
that
I
on-
showed
Can
all
you
you
put
guys.
that on the Patreon?
No,
You know, I feel it's a very normalized thing because there's things that you send that I go, what the fuck are you sending me? Stop sending me this. You know what I'm talking about?
And
Your collection.
Meanwhile, Chad's in the
34
fucking
stuff?
Airbnb with his cock
you're
out.
Rule 34 shit. Constantly sending me Rule 34 shit. Like,
Yeah. funny.
I just
What's
Google
funny,
whatever
yeah.
like we're talking about.
what about you and How to Basic have a nice group chat together where you guys send just fucked shit to each
What
other as
shit?
well? The one where he's got his pants ripped
Oh,
off. where
he
he's got
does
his-
some disgusting shit. That
And he
ain't
sends
me.
it to you, bro, though.
I feel like we'd be, me and him would be good friends.
I don't know.
Definitely.
If
From what you've told me.
You might have to
100%.
cut. You might have to cut this.
okay, might have to or will.
Sorry,
have to.
no. I'll ask him if I have to cut it straight up.
I'm editing this tonight, so you can ask him.
All right.
I'll ask him after this.
If there's a beep, that means Ryan had to cut it. If not,
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
go straight
Um,
into it.
He did we tell? No, we told it on the.
Oh, we told on our
podcast. I can
podcast
tell
with
it.
him.
I
Yeah,
definitely
you
tell
can. You
it.
don't have to cut it.
Yeah, he has this grotesque photo where he's pulling up his underwear and he's taking it from below, so his balls and dick are all like squished together, and it's like his asshole all at once. Like,
What?
Like the photos from down here, and he has underwear and he's pulling all it up together, so like his ass and his dick and balls are all like
Okay.
squished, and he's pretending he's like watching TV, like someone's just taken the photo, and he took it in to a shopping center to get it printed on a canvas to give to me for my birthday. And apparently he went through 3 staff members who were just disgusted, and I think two or maybe all of them were women, and they were just refusing to do it, and they thought he was so sick in the head to even come in here and do it. And I think he said to us he genuinely offered one of them to pay for counseling.
Really?
Something like that. He was like,
I
"Do you
might have
want me
to cut that out. Though. I might have to cut
We
this
he
out.
put
spoke
it in.
about
We
it.
put
We
it in
spoke about it
ours. Oh, you
now.
did?
Yeah,
Yeah.
with our
He
podcast
was
coming out
"Do
within
you
like a
want-
week.
Do you want us to pay for? Yeah, he asked. He's like, "Do you want me to pay for your
Are
counseling?"
you
He's like, "That's
pissing
fine."
in bottles, Matt?
He's rancid. He's you. You do that.
He filled up one already. I saw him do it up. He's filling up another one.
He's bringing it over here to pretend to give it to you as a
You're
drink.
I can feel the warmth of it. You're fucked, cunt. Don't piss in the bottles in the office.
Anyway, I got a photo of it hanging, of this photo, the canvas hanging on my wall with him next to it. I'll ask him if I can show you, but I'm
I would
sure
love to see
Yeah,
it.
it's a good photo. But yeah, he's the sick one from our
Now
group. I
put
would
it in the
say.
fridge so one day someone will grab it. thinking
No,
it's
don't you
water.
dare
'Cause
contaminate
that's
our
some
fridge.
clear piss.
Oh no, it's clear, so
It's
we can't tell if
clear.
it's the water or fucking piss.
No, Matt, don't you fucking dare, prick. Matt! You suck.
No, he's mixing it in with other water bottles. We don't know.
Those are 2 bottles filled with piss.
You piss a lot for a skeleton man.
Thank you. Yeah.
How long does this meant to run for, just out of curiosity? I don't
Chad's
know.
like,
Why, are you getting bored already?
No, I just want to like I have to keep checking the recording, that's all.
I just took a piss. and
However
An hour
long
or
you
so?
want. You can go anywhere between 45 minutes to 2 hours.
Let's go to 5.
5 hours?
Yeah,
let me
I'm pretty drunk. Hence why I pissed in the bottles.
And people I know in the podcast are like, we've reached 2. Have we not reached 2 hours?
We've done it. We did 2.5 ones.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Let's do
Ross.
3, boys. Come on, 3. Sure.
Want to do 3 hours? Listen,
wanna
if you wanna
break-
I'll do 3 hours if you want to do 3 hours.
Well,
I
just-
feel
we'll
bad
just
for
do
Ryan
it.
because he has to edit it.
Nah, I just record until.
There's Chad.
Why
Yeah.
are you pissing in a bottle now?
I gotta join the fucking
What's
trend,
happening?
bro.
Chad
I
told
fucking
you.
call him
Come
There's
Yeah,
a
I'll sit in a
bathroom
bottle.
like 2 seconds up some flights.
I don't want to miss out on the conversation.
You 2 are the sick ones. You are sick. Both of you are the most sick in the head. Chad does this all the time.
Max, you used to fucking puke on yourself in videos.
Yeah, that's art, man. There's no camera recording you pissing.
I just spilled a bit.
Chad, it's not my office. That's some yellow piss, dude. You gotta drink some
I
water.
hope when and if you guys do a camera version, a visual to the podcast, you'll still be performing that sort of stuff.
Of course.
Excellent.
Look how yellow Chad's
How
piss
did you
is.
do this so well?
What are you pissing on the floor? Is he?
You just
Oh, dude, look,
oh
it's
my
dripping on the
god.
fucking floor, Chad. Don't shake
Whoa,
it out
why
on the
just shake
fucking
your dick
floor.
off on the floor?
Stop.
Get on
Stop.
my pants. I can clean the floor. It's so
No, Max, it's your office. You should yell
I
at
gotta
him for
go.
this. Why am I yelling at him? That's disgusting.
We recorded a video as well, and he didn't learn that off you. he did it the last time he recorded something. He started pissing into a can behind everyone, and then he turned around and he paid.
I can smell the piss.
He paid one of the interns here $50 to take the can to the toilet outside and empty
That's
it.
workplace harassment. Like,
Oh yeah, he was not comfortable. He was like, no, and Chad was like, you better do it, and he gave him $50. So yeah.
I mean,
He did it.
That's good
He
money.
did it, yeah.
Oh, wow.
He thought he would get fired otherwise.
Did he actually?
That's like legit workplace harassment. Dude, how do you do that? I've been meaning to ask you this like for years. How do you not have a gag?
Vomit?
Like, yeah, how do you just do that?
I don't. Well, it's just. What do you mean, vomit?
So I grew
You
up.
just have to turn off like the idea that it's disgusting, if that's what you mean, like just vomiting on.
No, but do you think it's something that anyone can do?
vomiting?
Just like
the way
like
you do it.
it.
It's so.
You
it's
do
so
it just kind of
laissez-faire.
like-
It's like
If you've ever
nonchalant.
done one of those old, like what I used to do, those milk challenges, your
Well,
stomach.
milk, yeah, it fills up. pretty
Yeah,
fast.
so the thing with milk is the reason why it's a milk challenge, like the 2 liter milk challenge, the 3 liter milk challenge, is because the high fat content in milk or whatever, it stays in your stomach and doesn't get digested very quickly. So by the time you do finish the full thing, the full like volume is still in your stomach. And if you do the 2 or 3 liters, the human stomach doesn't stretch past that properly. So it starts going up your esophagus, and that's what it starts coming out. It's inevitable that's going to come out.
Can we do that?
We can do a throwback to a milk
You guys want a
challenge.
milk challenge? I've never done that.
You'll legit. You'll find if you'll
I'll
feel it in
puke,
your
of
throat.
course.
You'll have to vomit. So I
I
don't know what you mean. I don't think it's a special thing. I think you just vomit.
I used to watch these videos of you, Max, and I was like, how do you just do it so? Because I grew up with a metaphobia, right?
What is metaphobia?
Fear of vomit.
Is that what that
From the
is?
time I was 4
Actually,
years
wait.
old.
I do want to say, in one of your drunk drawings, you said that was your fear.
Yeah.
Being vomited on.
Vomit's like
And
my
you
biggest
always
fear.
do that fucking thing where you pretend to vomit on it.
Yeah, he fucking.
What is that? I saw that in so many videos. I'm like,
It's just when
why
I
is
feel
he
a
doing
verb,
that?
when I feel a verb, when I feel a burp coming on, I can make it guttural and liquidy sounding, so
He
it
taught me how
sounds
to
like
do
I'm
it. It's
gonna-
like there's a way to take a burp and make it sound like you're about to vomit, and I do it to my sister, and she's like, "Stop it!"
You're really good at burping.
Thank you.
It's
great.
fucking
Not on command. It's just whenever I feel
It's
it.
fucking foul.
I just
No,
Matt
actually
likes my
burp up
farts.
liquid.
No, Ryan's farts are funny, but when Ryan burps, he'll make it sound like it is not even the beginning at this point. You're good at making it sound like straight up just vomiting, and he'll do it right quickly on me, like at me.
So
and
you
nothing comes
do you
out.
still have that fear of
a
vomiting?
little
then?
bit, yeah. Because I remember when
So
I,
that's like you're really trying to terrify him. It's not like a prank.
no, he'll
I
do
mean, oh, it is a prank.
It's a prank because he's so terrified.
No, it's a yeah, of course. But
just
I'll-
like in Jackass when they threw the snake at Bam because he's scared of snakes.
yeah. I
Except that was
think I remember
legitimately
watching
cruel.
that, thinking that was like almost like uncomfortable at how scared he
But
was.
I'm not
of that.
actually vomiting on Matt.
Yeah, well, true.
See, if Ryan was actually like chasing me and puking on me, different story. I have
You had a
dreams
dream when that
because several. Because Ryan does this. I legitimately have dreams where here, I'll tell a specific one. I was in an elevator with Ryan and he's by the door. And
So
he's
when
like
the elevator fills up.
and he starts just puking in the elevator. And I'm like climbing up on the wall, like trying to keep my feet off the ground. And he's puking, and the door opens. It's like my one chance to get out, but there's so much puke in front of me. Like I just like won't move. And the door shuts again. It keeps going down. And he's still puking. I was like, ah! So
That's disgusting.
I have a lot of scary puke.
Did you
dreams.
wake up sweating and just like?
I did,
oh.
yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, I think I derailed this conversation with.
What was it?
I don't
You
even know
guys
what
were
we're talking
talking about something. I was like,
Were we?
I think so. I think I was
Chad
like,
went in the bathroom, and then he brought a thing of like.
Oh, yeah, when I-
I was like, quick question. Why did you do that vomit thing on him? Because you were talking about
Well,
vomiting
you're
in
saying
the first
you
place.
derailed the conversation, but I think it's the two gentlemen that decided to get up from the table of the podcast and pee in
That
bottles.
was
Well,
minutes ago, Ryan. That
You
was,
made it look so easy. I gave it a try. And then when I walked up to the bathroom, because we share this building with people, I walked in the bathroom. Some guy was pissing. I walked in with a bottle and he saw me.
Oh my god.
And I like, as I walked past him, I'm going to pretend to drink out of it. I didn't like touch it to my lips, but make it seem like I had like
good
a
meme.
drink with me.
Good meme.
They want him to know I'm tipping a piss bottle in the
The
toilet.
thing you don't want to do when you're pissing in a bottle is if you block the hole off with your dick too much.
Yeah,
somehow,
that's what happened
the
just
air,
then.
The air gets displaced by your piss going in it, and it
It
fills up
it
and like
inflates,
bursts
yeah.
out. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And then your
Chad,
piss
you always
comes
have to
out.
leave a slight amount of room for
are you
the air to
talking
get
from
into the bottle of
experience?
piss. No,
Yeah,
Chad,
I
how do you
am.
think I
I've
did it
done
so
that,
well
yeah.
over there? I just filled up 2
gotta
bottles
keep
of
it
piss.
down.
I hate how they're in the fridge, bro.
It's
That's sick.
Listen,
piss bottle piss science.
I've done it twice. I just pissed in the bottle twice. I filled up 2
Pissonomics.
bottles of piss. How did I do it so well without spilling a single drop? Because I've done it so many times.
You guys are fucked.
It's like when
You just did it, though.
I did it
straw
because I wanted
in
to
a
be.
You
drink
did it,
to
and then
drink it quicker.
you just
You guys are
intentionally
fucked. I pissed on the floor like a fucking demon.
It was an accident, though.
No, it wasn't. You jiggled your cock.
I know you took the bottle away, Chad, and you jiggled your dick to get the rest of the piss off, and it fell on the fucking floor.
No, I cut the stream off, bro,
you
because
just
the
had
bottle was
piss
over.
dripping from
Like
your
you would
dick
at a
when you jiggled
urinal
it.
after you piss, you shake a little off. So
Yeah,
you don't
well,
get it in
I didn't
your
want.
underwear.
I
You
didn't
did
want.
that on the
I didn't want
floor.
to get. I'd rather get on the floor. I could just wiped it up.
So
Then
you admitted that you did just piss on the floor.
it was an accident.
No, what? It was
that
not
was
an
an accident.
accident.
You're
If you
fucking
did it
shaking your
in
No,
the
I didn't think.
hot.
I didn't think out the idea of pissing in the bottle. Like, where do I shake afterwards? Like, how do I do this? And then I got to that point. I'm like, I got to shake it off on the floor and just clean it.
How long do you guys shake after you do a piss to get all the piss out?
I'll do a couple shakes.
I'm just
Because-
like da 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 da, and then I'm done.
I remember seeing a movie when I was really young where the guy told the kid who was shaking or
more
something.
than 3 years playing with yourself.
Yeah, and I remember that stuck with me. I was like,
Same.
I can't get all the piss out of my dick in 3 shakes. Am I abnormal?
No, I'm the same way.
I'm uncircumcised, and I
Okay.
think that is part of the problem because piss gets stuck in your foreskin.
Oh, it's fucking gross.
Really?
Yeah, but probably. I mean, I'm
Wait,
just
how does
guessing.
piss get stuck in your foreskin?
Well, because your dick
Does
closes
it
back
hang
up.
over the?
Well,
When
I
it
just-
closes up.
After, well,
See,
what do you
this
think? What do you think?
conversation
Wait, you
What do you think?
sucks.
What do you
It's
think
like
the foreskin
magnetic,
is?
like it's magnetic at the tip and like
You're-
closes
when you have a
up.
foreskin, it doesn't. You don't. The head doesn't stay out like normally. The skin hangs over it normally.
Yeah,
Like-
like an anteater thing.
Yeah.
Like Chad's
Exactly.
penis. Yeah.
So what
So you're
what I'm
saying,
saying is
even
after
3 shakes, it doesn't. Well, because like what I do is like I'll piss and then I'll let my dick like drip a little bit and then I'll shake after the
Actually,
drip stops.
Fitz told us because I think I might have mentioned something like this on his episode. Chad, why are you on your phone constantly?
Because
You bored, bro?
Get off
no,
this really
I'm
bored
not. I'm
phone, dude.
taking care of something that I can't ignore.
He'd rather be on
Well,
cold
some
ones.
whore. It's definitely a fucking whore. It's a whore problem.
We
It's
respect
literally a
women.
whore problem.
Matt,
No, on this podcast we respect
lovely,
women.
lovely
probably.
women.
Honestly, we respect women on this
Sorry,
podcast
there
more.
are whores that exist though, right?
Some
women
as
are
a
whores.
job title, but not as a
That's
personality
not a
description.
job title.
What the fuck? Yes,
Yes, it
Max.
is.
What, is
a
it?
whore is a
Sex
job
work?
title.
Sex work is
whore.
absolutely a legitimate job.
No, sex work, not being a whore.
No,
No,
but
they're
whores
called
der-
escorts,
The
bro.
word whore derived from like escort is just a simple is like the good,
Classy,
nice,
proper
classy way of
word.
saying it. Back in the day, it's like I'm gonna go get me a whore. Like
Is
in
that,
medieval
is that where it
times.
comes from?
Probably.
Is there what?
Is that where it comes from? Whore?
Yeah, whore.
Like it was one of the working terms?
Like the whole like you go to a brothel and get you a whore,
Oh, I thought you were just calling
like a
women,
prostitute.
yeah.
I mean, like
I'm
back
one
in
of
medieval
those.
times, they didn't say prostitute or escort.
I
They
think
said
they
whore.
just
I
said
mean-
woman. I'm
No.
going to buy me
I'm
a
gonna
woman
get me a
because they have
whore.
no rights.
No, whore,
Oh
whore
my
is like
Back in the days, we're talking
You guys
about,
are
not
fucked.
now.
You're talking
I'm gonna
about
go.
me not
Chad's acting all
respecting
high and
women.
mighty, like, oh, you guys don't respect women.
I do, bro,
Meanwhile,
all the time,
The other day,
man.
Chad's like, I think I'm a sexist.
How about you met my Tinder date the other night when she came around with a few drinks. She was
nice.
nice.
She was very
yeah,
sweet.
they met her
they're-
as well.
I mean, they're
She was a
nice,
very nice
but
person.
there's always something in their eyes where I'm just like, are you okay? You're not, this isn't against your will or anything, is it? You can see, like, when Chad leaves the room, you just want to ask, like, you're all right? This is of your own free will?
What the fuck are you talking about?
No,
What?
you respect him, Chad. I know.
You were very nice. You were very nice. You made
No, he
them
does actually
a cup
treat
of
women,
coffee.
but-
No, Chad's very
You were
sweet.
very sweet
Because
that morning when we first arrived.
We arrived at the Melbourne airport. Melbourne airport. And
Melbourne, yeah. always
Chad
Ben.
tells me, like, before I get on my flight, he's like, Chad's like,
It's like 3 a.m. when we're fucked and wasted.
and I was like, hey, Chad, like, we'll be flying in 17 hours. He's like, oh, great, I'll make you fucking breakfast and coffee when you get here. And I was like so excited. And I told Ryan that. I was like, Chad said he's gonna make us breakfast and everything. And
Well, this is why I told you I didn't want to come out drinking, and I was kind of forced to come out drinking with him the night.
Chad
before
said
got
he
here.
would make us
You're not
breakfast and
forced
coffee.
to come out. You have you have your.
Well,
own-
he did say,
Stay
"Oh
away.
no, I need to take care of the guests," and I was like, "Man, they're
You're like,
adults."
fuck it.
I was like, "They're adults. They can get to the thing."
No,
or
they were
whatever,
like,
you know?
fuck them. They can get an Uber, the fucking pricks. We were
I did say that. That's verbatim.
Which we did. We paid for our own Uber. We arrive at 7:30
But yeah,
a.m.
he wanted to be back to take care of you.
But it's 7:30 a.m. and I'm getting an Uber and I call Chad and Chad answers and he's like asleep and he's like I'm really hungover, man. Yeah. And I get to his house and he'd just woken up and we come inside. He comes out in his fucking bathrobe and he's like, "Hey boys," and he brings us inside and there's a nice lady there and then it's fucking freezing cold and we just sit on the couch, and there was no breakfast.
I took you out for breakfast
Damn,
afterwards.
Chad threw
Can
away
you
all
say
his fucking list of things to take care of his friends for a woman.
I was
What's
drunk.
new?
Wait, when have I ever done that?
You were literally texting a woman now instead of doing this podcast.
I'm not throwing everything out, but I sent her in an Uber home after
You've
you
got
guys
a list
showed
of
up.
priorities, and if a woman
We went-
speaks to you, she
Not
goes
only
to the
that,
top.
we were on our way to eat, and she was joining us. And then randomly during the walk, you're like, "I'll get you an Uber." And you just sent her off.
Wasn't she also a SuperMega fan? Wasn't that part of the
Okay,
thing?
I
Isn't
met-
that
I-
just really make
She didn't
everything
know who
more
Chad was, but she knew who
uncomfortable?
we were. So
Typical.
Who's more famous, huh? You boys or me?
I mean, Chad, how many times have we been recognized where they haven't said anything to you?
Heaps. Shit
That
tons.
sucks.
That's awesome. Means I can drink in peace while we...
You know what Chad's most hated thing is?
What?
When a fan comes up to get a picture and they're like, "You're the fat guy from Filthy Frank."
Oh, dude, and I yell at those people.
Chad's like,
I go, it's
"Fuck
been
off.
3 years, bro. Fuck off.
I got my own thing going now. I got my own channel.
I literally tell those people to fuck off.
People
bro.
come up
like,
and they're
actually.
like, "Matt and Ryan from SuperMega."
No, bro.
Matt and Ryan from
Game
fucking
Grumps?
Game Grumps editing staff.
No, people come up. Like, I don't think people do anymore. Sometimes people will be like, "Oh, yes, you guys are from Markiplier." That's so rare.
You guys
now.
are from Markiplier. Markiplier is a good looking man, I will say.
I gotta say, dude, he's
Markiplier,
ripped.
I would fuck Markiplier.
He's so fucking ripped, dude. I'm gonna be honest.
I feel like I wouldn't have a choice.
No, fully honest.
Can we stop talking about Markiplier? I'm getting horny, bro.
Hey, who's shorter, PewDiePie or Markiplier?
Mark?
PewDiePie.
No,
There's
no,
no
wait.
way.
I feel like
How tall is he?
5.
4 foot. Nah.
Because well, a lot of people are like, "You're 6 foot," but I'm 5. I'm like a little over 5'11", but not quite 6 foot.
Dude, you're Ryan.
I'd
you're
say I'm
6
about
foot.
6.
No,
Wait,
you're 6
isn't
foot.
there,
That's
isn't there a tape measure
That's
in here?
like
Let's
that,
solve it right now.
That's
in
like
centimeters.
That's like that funny
Hold on.
meme where it's like 5'11",
I-
6
there was
foot,
a
and
ta-
it's just that massive fucking gap.
No,
There
honestly,
was a
Ryan.
tape measure I was using. I can't
It's in
remember if it was
centimeters,
was it in
though.
this office?
No, I was in
Centimeters.
Scott's office.
Ryan, I'm saying this from other people that have told me. You say you're 5'11".
Because I am 5'11". That's on my
You're
medical
you're 6
records.
feet.
That's
You're
on
6 feet, dude. When you add the shoes, everything, you're 6 feet. Don't
Yeah,
Why are
but-
you guys debating over an extra inch, man? Like,
I'm not debating.
Ryan,
over
think
that.
about
Hey,
how
man,
small
always
an inch
debate
is.
over an extra
How
inch.
tall are you, Max? Are you what, 6'1"?
I'd say 6 or 6'1". Yeah,
I'm
something
6'2".
Like that.
You're
I'm a little
Chad,
bit.
you're
I'm like a
5'2"?
little bit taller than Chad.
You're
Chad's
5'2",
6.
Chad, right?
Chad's
Wait.
easily 6.
Chad, you're 6. You're 6 even.
I'd
I'm a
say
little bit
he's
over
on-
6.
Just on the
Wait,
dot
take
on
off
the
No,
your
you're
shoes.
not.
Let's stand back to
Wait,
back.
wait. Chad says he's over 6.
I'm a little bit over 6.
Wait, you're 6'2", Matt, right?
6'2", yeah.
I've taken my platform.
Take your
shit.
fucking shoes off. Chad, what's...
Over 6.
You got shoes on, bro.
You got shoes on, bro. Keep them off.
Yeah, but they're flat bottoms.
Over 6.
Take your hat off. Are you...
Chad is
this
on his
Chad.
heels.
Tippy toes.
Let me stand there too.
I'd say... Hold on.
Why are we doing this?
Chad, come here.
No, dude, Chad's fucking short.
Let's stand back
Chad's
I'm
a shorter than
fucking
Chad.
wide.
Yeah, you're taller.
Back to back.
Max, you're taller than Chad.
Chad's taller than I am.
Yeah, he is.
Yes, yeah.
So I'm 5'11", Chad's
Yeah, I'd
6.
say Chad was 6.
Okay. I'll give it to Chad. Chad's, yeah. Okay. Sorry.
I'm the shortest person at this table.
I'd say you're 5'11", he's 6, I'm 6'1", and you're 6'2".
2.
Yeah, it's like 1, 1.
Yeah.
Same with the years of our births.
That's sweet.
We stood in that prom pose.
And how old are? Sorry, how old are we in order again?
I'm youngest. I'm 23.
23.
25.
20.
No.
I'm 24. 24.
Yeah,
26.
it's the same thing as well.
Are you 26?
I'm 26. Yeah.
Okay.
3, 4, 5,
Okay.
6.
Okay, I tell you what,
That's
boys.
awesome.
We dissolve cold ones in SuperMega. We start a new one. Super cold ones.
Okay.
Dude,
I mean,
super cold
super
ones.
ones,
Sounds
super ones.
awesome.
here's the thing. Like,
Nah,
you're,
super cold ones sounds.
I'm
sweet.
actually jealous of y'all having a legitimate name for your podcast because ours is Super
Super
Mega
Mega
Cast.
Cast.
It is one
It's
of the worst titles I could think of.
welcome to SuperMegaCast.
To be fair, we never wanted to call the channel Cold Ones. We just made the show Cold Ones, and then that was all we would post. So we're like,
Well,
we're kind of been pushed into making the channel as a whole Cold Ones now. You know.
All right. Let's move to Australia, Ryan.
No.
Move to Melbourne, and we'll.
I do like Melbourne because it's.
Melbourne's really cool. I do like it.
It feels a lot like I've said this so many fucking times. Y'all are probably tired of it, but I haven't said it on the podcast. It feels like Vancouver, Toronto, Seattle,
Portland, yeah.
just
feels
very
like the
kind
Northwest.
of gloomy, rainy type of towns.
he definitely came during the rainy season, though.
It's
I
ju-
like- I
it's
like the
just-
weather.
It's
It
just
feels
finishing.
nice.
It's just finishing though.
Yeah.
We're coming out of like winter now or whatever, right? Like
you
it's gonna
guys-
start getting a little warmer.
You guys ever want to like collaborate as a extra project and like a Minecraft.
Let's do a
channel.
docking video. You guys know what docking is?
Of course.
Of course, you know all the
docking is.
weird sex cock and ball things.
Well,
don't
you're
you?
the one with foreskin, so like
Oh well, I'll be the dockee.
I'll be the doc.
I'll be the docker. You'll be
docker?
the dockee.
Yeah.
I'll engulf your cock with my skin.
We can link up. You know, it's like the old Game Boys, right?
Yeah, let's what are those cords called? The Game Boy cords?
Link cable.
Link cable.
Link cables.
Is that
Me and
Yeah.
Max can link cable. You know.
link adapter?
Link
Whatever it was.
adapter.
I say we do some Minecraft
I
together.
got a
though.
Jirachi that way.
We can do that.
If we start a
Yeah.
Minecraft channel together, the four of us, like I feel like that'd be really big.
just doing Minecraft.
Just Minecraft.
I want to
Sound
do
of
VR
VR.
on my gaming channel again. That's what I want to get back into.
We're,
I think
we're
that's
having
going
two
pretty
separate
big.
conversations right now.
Sorry, I was talking about Jirachi. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think that's bad when it's a mono track.
I'm saying like I think we should all do a Minecraft channel together. Like start a brand new channel, Minecraft. Get a bunch of
Let's
people
just start
on
a
it.
super group.
Why don't we do
Like
WoW?
one big server on a
Wait,
channel.
We're gonna do Minecraft
So-
with Jackson. Why don't we do a World of Warcraft with
Chad?
With Chad and
Hey,
are you not
I ain't
interested?
into fucking
I've,
WoW.
I've never
He tries
played
to
it.
make me get into
I've
it. all
never
the
never
time.
played it. No.
I've only played it actually once. My friend tried to get me into it back in like middle school or high
That's the
school.
exact same as me.
And I
I
could-
got
and
to
I
like
just- I
level
couldn't do
10
it.
or something on his computer, and then I never played it
Did you
again.
just steal my drink?
Yeah, well, you're taking so long to drink it, bro. Finish it off, man.
And that,
I don't. Well, I don't.
give me
drink.
another drink, someone.
Can I have one?
Slave, give me
Yeah,
a drink.
scrub drinks.
Hey, Matt, grab him a water so we can hydrate.
Get that fucking piss bottle away from me. It's probably still warm.
That is.
Oh, it is still
disgusting.
warm. It's yellow as hell. No, it's
I've lost my voice, so
like
my
yellow
laugh
cell.
sounds like very raspy.
Pretty clear.
don't put it back in the fridge, bro. No.
Both of you guys do a weird fucking high pitched voice / laugh.
Fuck off, man.
What is about that? What is that?
It's my laugh. What do you
What's
mean?
that
What is
voice
it about?
that you do though?
What do you mean?
That weird girl voice.
It's my
that you
fucking
do.
laugh. What are you talking about?
The voice that you do.
What are you talking about?
What is that?
My little boy
I can't do it because my voice is running low.
My little
But
boy voice?
yeah.
Max doesn't drink beer. Grab him that
I won't drink that. I'm not a man.
You don't drink beer?
Wait, are you like me? Where it's like I like kind of like sweet kind of
I like-
ciders.
yeah,
I don't like
cider,
beer that much.
Even maybe
There's-
something
are you
a
dry.
pussy?
I can't really drink
I'll drink
that.
it. Hang on.
I drink beer when I'm really already drunk and I can stomach it.
and the taste is like whatever.
Yeah, but I don't like the taste.
Okay.
That's kind of what ties back into before when I was saying the whole I only drink to get drunk when I'm doing a specific thing. I can't drink on my own.
Yeah.
My image of that is someone who's coming home and watching sport and drinking a beer to relax. I
Yeah.
can't picture myself doing that because I don't drink beer.
Do you like apple cider?
Yeah.
Have you had Strongbow?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, we have that here.
that's my favorite cider.
Yeah.
That's
Guys.
your favorite cider.
That's mine too.
Is it
Guys.
really?
It's good.
Okay.
It's good.
If you guys kiss, me and Chad will kiss.
Where did this
You
come
guys,
from?
we'll kiss. You guys kiss, and then me and you will dock.
Okay, yeah.
Chad and I have already kissed probably 3-5 times.
I've not witnessed this once. When did this happen?
I've kissed you too.
I can't.
We
You
kissed
kid-
a
no,
lot
you
of-
didn't. I tried to kiss you today, and you kissed my cheek.
Oh, it's because you've just been drinking beer, bro. It smelled all
Yeah,
funky.
he's like, oh, I don't
You
want
and
to
I
kiss you
kissed,
drinking
you and
beer.
I kissed a shit ton at the casino.
Oh, that's
A
right. We
shit ton
fucking
of
in
this.
front of the date, in front of my date.
Yeah.
And we went up to get a drink at the casino, and she's like, "I'm so jealous. You guys are so cute together." And like this girl like railed into how she didn't like her marriage to us, and she was like, "Don't get married.
Oh,
like
yeah.
you'll hate it." But you guys are making me jealous. You guys are all cute together. I'm like, I'm not gay. This is my date next to me. Like I've just been kissing him all night and holding his hand.
That's just like, man. That's why you say all the time, "I wish I was gay,"
I'd make a good
No,
gay.
Chad has said that like at least 8 or 9 times.
because he wants to. It's like that classic.
He's like, man,
thing.
what if we were gay?
He wants to hang out with the bros and then just like you know,
Joke.
there's no exactly. He wants to joke with the boys.
Nice hand job from a brother.
Yeah. that'd
no,
be
but it's not
fucking
gay if you're friends.
But a man, you're not picturing all the
My
downside that would come
my
to
sexual
that.
and physical attraction is
downsides?
only to women.
Just if
my
you had
emotional
a
attraction is to
relationship-
men, but I can't have an emotional relationship with someone without sex because I'm
Well,
just.
Chad,
I'm
what if
horny.
you had an emotional relationship to me or Ryan, but we also had sex?
I could. I don't know. I see. I could.
Close your eyes and let him suck your cock.
Chad keeps saying I'm a bottom.
You're definitely a bottom.
Am I?
It's just because you're. I think
Because I'm skinny?
you default to a bottom when you're skinny. I think.
Is that
When
true,
you
Ryan?
put you and I together, I think it's just kind of like the go-to to make.
You're a
the-
bear,
the
I'm a
heavier
twink.
one, yeah.
Twink automatically is assumed as
Yeah.
a bottom. Bear is more of a top. Yeah. Yeah, I see that. I don't know if I agree, but if that's what the
Listen,
world wants
bro.
to
It's
see me
what the
as.
general
Do
public
you see yourself
says.
as a top? When you look at yourself, you're
No,
like,
I don't see myself as a
fuck
top.
yeah.
No. I'd say I'm more of a verse. from the look.
You guys think Markiplier is a top or a bottom?
Definitely a top.
Top, absolutely top.
I can put. Fuckhead! You fuckhead!
That scream.
Sorry.
No, don't worry. We'll clean it up later. We'll get a hot bucket.
And get Scott to clean it up.
Scott,
clean this up.
Have you seen the Joe Rogan podcast?
And all I know
What
is
that?
he eats elk and does DMT.
He eats elk and does DMT.
And he talks about chimps a lot.
Does he? Oh, okay, I haven't watched
Be honest,
it.
dude. Chimps are fucking awesome.
Sorry, I just had a moment of.
Gibbons are awesome. Chimps
Shit.
are assholes.
Shit, no. Chimps will fucking rip your face off. But like,
Gibbons will just make noise.
dude,
and-
like,
I would like another grog to push all my feelings to the bottom of my stomach.
I need to go piss. We gotta.
yeah, I gotta.
Yeah.
he's so bad.
Should we just
Look,
wrap?
look, I know exactly.
break.
During this piss break, here's some ad reads.
What's up, guys? It's an ad read recorded days later on another continent. 9 times out of 10, shopping online beats going to the store. You know it. I know it. You'd rather stay in your bed in your jammies and buy something online than have to get in your car, deal with people, go to the store. I feel it, guys. But 9 times out of 10, you're overpaying when you shop online. Unless you use Honey. Honey is a free browser extension you can smack on your sweet little browser, and next thing you know, you're going to be saving money every time you shop online. How does it work? Let me tell you. Every time you shop online, Honey browses millions and trillions of codes online to find you the best discount. And it's free. My favorite site to use Honey on is Amazon, because I use Amazon like 50 times a week. And recently we've been using Amazon to buy a bunch of things for our office. Because, you know, the SuperMegaplex is being all constructed and everything, all that good stuff. And Honey has helped us save, literally with the amount of purchases we've made, hundreds and hundreds of dollars. So, thank you, Honey. I love you. Just think, the average Honey user saves about $126 per year. That's like 25 cups of cold brew, a pair of AirPods, half a college textbook, or 126 $1 tacos. Over 10 million people are already saving with Honey. There's over 100,000 5-star reviews on the Google Chrome store, and Time Magazine calls it basically free money. Listen, there's really no reason not to use Honey. It's free to use, installs on your computer in just 2 clicks, and it'll save you money so you can treat yourself to something nice. Get Honey for free at joinhoney.com/megacast. That's joinhoney.com/megacast. I use it, Ryan uses it, Max uses it, Chad uses it, and your mother uses it.
Have you noticed you're seeing or hearing a bunch of ads for socks? Just a few years ago, no one ever talked about these suckers. Why so much noise about something we never used to care about? Because one brand absolutely changed the game when it comes to socks. This brand's creativity, design, and quality was so incredible that it ignited a movement around a piece of apparel no one had ever paid attention to before. And all that attention brought out a bunch of wannabe brands that began saturating our lives with sock ads. But pay no attention to the pretenders. The only brand you need to care about is the one that actually started it all. Stance. That's no indication of the brand. Their socks are incredible. If you're one of the millions of people who have fallen in love with Stance, you already know why the sock world and your feet haven't been the same since. Something you need to know about Stance is that their designs are incredible. They are insanely comfortable, and their durability is unmatched. From Stance's casual everyday styles like no shows and crews to their performance athletic products, there's nothing like Stance. If you've tried them, you know that if they're not Stance, they're just socks. Not to mention their brilliant, amazing collabs they do with other brands, artists, and athletes, plus some cultural icons. There are too many to list, but here's some of our favorites. Toy Story, Pulp Fiction, Star Wars, Marvel, the Ronald Reagan Foundation, and Rick and Morty. Plus Harley Davidson. Vroom vroom, am I right, bikers? There's a reason Stance changed the sock game forever, and I want you to try them for yourself. I'm wearing them on my hands right now. They're just so gosh darn comfortable. And that is why our listeners can get a free pair of socks with purchase at stance.com/supermega. That's stance.com/supermega. Because if they're not Stance, they're just socks.
Man, that was a great ad read.
Well,
Okay,
well, Max hasn't even sat down.
sit down, Max. What are you doing?
Well, now this is a good part of the podcast because it's like a little bit of like a, oh, Max isn't in his chair. It's so funny.
He's charging his phone to message his girlfriend.
This isn't your mom's podcast.
I gotta say, it's been very fun so far.
We came out here with like, well, I wanted you guys to come out with the expectation of like everyday filming. Like I was saying that to you earlier. And we just come out here and we had all this like schedule written out of everything. We're going to film every day. And every day we've just been fucking around, getting lit.
The thing is, though, we also overestimate like how, you know, we can do a lot in a fucking day. We're like, well, we're only going to be able to film 2 things. Realistically, we could film a fucking bunch if we wanted to. We're just lazy pieces of shit.
I also didn't wake up until...
I also feel like if you force yourself to do something, it's not going to be as good as if you want to in the moment. I feel like doing stuff in the moment a lot of the times you come up with like like for example,
that sounds like a really good excuse to be lazy.
I mean, it is an excuse, but at the same time, there's a lot of moments where, for example, Matt and I, it's like we have to record Let's Plays today. And I know for a fact that I'm not as turned on in terms of being entertaining as I would be if I'm just like, oh, I want to play this game. I'm down to record. I have a little drink in me to help me feel a little better.
Adderall is lit. Yeah, I get that. I also look back on some stuff that we filmed and I've just been like, I did not want to film that, and it shows.
Chad, we have over 1,000 videos on our channel. There's so many times where like Brian and
1,000 videos and not even 1 million subs. You guys are getting slept. You're getting slept on.
Subscribe to SuperMega,
You
please.
some subs boost.
Please.
I stand by the fact that like we have that growth where it's never gonna be that like insane. Just one day we're just gonna get like 1 million, 2 million, 3 million. I think it's always just gonna be a slow battle.
Well, that's fine because people that go through those massive bursts are more likely to just fucking drop off.
Burn
not
out.
PewDiePie or Jack or Mark or.
Well, see, those people are to the point of no return though.
PewDiePie has done it really smart.
Well, he's changed his the way he does content as well.
Well, we talked about that on the episode of Cold Ones
Felix
that we did with
fucking
him.
he's done a good job.
Like that's what I was saying. Like he's been very keen on. He's had a keen eye on what is doing well, and I need to change before all this fucking like shuts down.
Felix, please
Like
come
he's
on
ahead
our
of the
podcast.
curve. Like he is definitely thinking about what he should be doing. Like at the moment, well, not at the moment. Is he still doing the Minecraft stuff, or did he finish that? series?
Yeah,
Still doing it.
going.
Still going?
What's the little dog's name? That's the Sven.
Sven, yeah.
I don't know much about his Minecraft.
All I
lore.
know is Sven because I see it on Reddit every now.
Yeah, I see a lot of rainbow sheep memes and.
Yeah, the sheep. Yeah.
You like these legs, man?
It's just about adapting with the times, and if you get this big influx, which is cycling here, but if you get this big influx of followers, like they're not gonna fucking stick around if you're just doing the same thing. You gotta make them.
You'd be like, I am entertaining.
I mean, it's fucking. That's looping back to earlier in the podcast where it's like being the personality over the content, right? It's like you want people to stay for you over what you're making.
Also, I just don't believe in sub count because I know fucking channels with 100K subs that pull million views
The
videos.
more we go forward, like in time, the more the sub count is just some arbitrary number based on when you started YouTube,
Right.
Not necessarily how well your engagement is.
No,
like,
think
on your
about this.
videos.
Mega 64. Everyone knows them, right? Like, you know Mega 64, you know Mega 64. Like, everyone fucking, from the beginning of time.
Like I in a sense,
when I was a
not
kid.
grow
Who's
up
Mega
with
64
them.
again? Are those the guys that did that Gabe Newell meme?
Yeah, they do everything.
So like
only
Assassin's
thing-
Creed in
that's
real
the
life,
only
Dead
thing
Rising
I-
in real
Yeah,
life.
yeah.
Dead Rising was the one that I like. Dead Rising, Assassin's Creed.
So,
Angry Video Game
Resident
Nerd
Evil.
mentioning as well. That's another one that he has been around since the fucking.
but he has a lot of
start
subs.
Yeah.
Mega 64.
Oh, you're just talking about dedicated, like.
Well, like, you're talking about sub count, right? Like,
It's not even about sub count. It's just like you'll get these videos which are huge, like videos that you've been in and you've been in and you've been in and I've been in that are just fucking huge, and people will still come up to me this day and be like, I know you from that video with like 20 mil views. I don't know you from your fucking.
Yeah, so you're saying you want to make.
You want to get your
You wanna
head
put
in the-
out something. Well, it depends what you're putting out, but if you do want to put out those types of content, that's like, this is art. This is something that I believe is going to be archived on the internet that people will go, oh, I've seen that video.
For us,
oh,
it's
I know that
Blonde
video.
Boys, I think. Like, which is on.
That's one of your
which
older
Which is on
channels?
Cyndago.
on Cyndago,
is.
yeah.
Which is
That was
is
one of the last videos you guys filmed before that channel stopped, right?
Yeah. That was
That's
the
like
last
the
few
third,
months.
the
Yeah.
third last one or something.
yeah, because
like that.
after we did Blonde Boys, we started, which I'm not gonna say I regret, but I'd say that it was, if Cyndago were to go on longer than it did, it would have just been a phase.
We started
in
doing a different
terms of
direction.
We did a vlog, and then we started doing kind of like the 10-second challenge type shit because we were kind of testing the waters. But But yeah, that's this. Blonde Boys came out about less than a year before.
Yeah, before we stopped.
Before Cyndago ended. It was
Like a month.
It came out in 2015.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, it ended pretty quick.
It was like a month before we
Not to
stopped
sound
Cyndago.
a lot like bland about it, but
Yeah.
So,
No.
Matt, you Kids with Problems was just your solo channel originally?
So, me and some in high school, I did it with some friends, and then college, I did it with different friends, and then I moved out to LA. I met Ryan.
because I at some point after Cyndago ended, because I had no idea what the fuck I was doing. I was just working for Mark, and
I still had this channel, Kids with
and
Problems, and
so
we're like,
Matt invited me to be a part of Kids with Problems because I wasn't going to continue Cyndago because I felt like not that it was going to be disrespectful, but just like it was
that chapter.
Cyndago wasn't going to be Cyndago without Daniel. Daniel
Right.
is such a large part of the vibe of that there will
Well,
not
the two
be
of
any.
you started that,
Yeah, I
right?
think you guys have been on like a bunch of different solo journeys.
Yeah.
And you've made the right decision to be where you are now.
Yeah,
Like
because
things have all worked out. Like they're all different chapters of your
Same with
lives.
y'all.
but
Y'all
it's
have
like-
your own separate
Yeah,
journeys,
exactly.
and then you came together into
But
this.
basically,
Yeah, we split up for a while, like didn't do anything at all, and I did live streaming.
everyone's just
and,
working
yeah.
out like what they're doing. Like as long as you're moving forward and
It's not
doing
even
things.
about like sticking to something. It's about just doing, like you said, doing what you love, and then and it eventually just turns into something that you're passionate about.
Another thing is looking like I think the reason I don't like people putting my videos on when I'm in a room a lot of the time is because
I feel that, dude.
a lot of you. I think a lot of YouTube. I find that most YouTubers hate that. I just.
Oh,
like, the one thing
I can't think of a single YouTuber that
you
enjoys
grow.
showing other YouTubers their videos.
Yeah,
Unless they got some fucked ego.
Unless it was
Like,
Leafy.
hey.
If Leafy put it on, he'd be like, "Did I upload this 5 years ago? Or was this last week's video?" No, I think that one of the underlying reasons that people don't like that is because they are trying to constantly improve. So they see an old video, they think like, "I'm way better than that. Like that video sucks." Like most YouTubers think all their old videos are cringy and shitty. And I think that's a good sign for someone moving forward because they're always making better content.
Not only that, but you're constantly making videos that an audience that always is kind of like sucking your dick. Like they're big fans of what you do.
Well,
regardless. So
that's-
like you're always used to that reaction. But then when you show a video to someone else that does something that you do, a peer, it's a lot different. They're not a fan. They're not
You guys don't
automatically
get all
gonna
these
laugh.
inside jokes. Yeah. This is just a shitty video of me playing a game.
Yeah, where it's like you're more embarrassed because it's not someone who
you want new people to watch it, and by showing it to someone that doesn't know, like you don't watch my fucking videos, or I mean, I'm just pointing at him. I mean, like my Twitch streams, you never watch them or whatever the highlights. That's why when you show it to someone that might is a peer but might not necessarily watch your content, you can get the reaction of how maybe a new person coming to your channel would react to it.
Yeah.
Coming back to the...
I cut you off. I'm sorry.
To the subscribe... No. This
Well,
is
you help finish whatever.
I think we're all
Don't
just
worry
sort
about it,
of
baby.
going on a million tangents, to be honest.
Honestly,
Well, okay,
we're all pretty fucking
let's
drunk.
let's update this. We have been drinking this whole time, so if this podcast seems a little different than our usual podcast setup, because usually we're not
We're
inebriated
converting them.
in any way.
I mean,
We're
Ryan, you're
converting
holding
them to
hands
the
with Chad right
broadcast.
now.
Yeah.
Like you guys are pretty
Well,
drunk.
he has very warm hands, and it's very.
There's going to be a
comfortable.
lot of... I think the frustration as a viewer watching something like this, you're like, oh, this story's good. Oh, surely they'll kind of come back to it. Someone's telling something else. Oh, they'll come back to it. And it's just like derail.
When your brain is diluted with alcohol, it doesn't fucking finish a fucking tangent. It fucking explodes into 50 different branches.
But that's what I was saying in the toilet. What people say about our podcast that they like is that it is it's just friends sitting down and drinking alcohol.
They say about us.
And
Yeah.
talking shit. But the same people will have a problem with the fact that drinking the alcohol and talking shit leads to no finished conversations.
Yeah.
It is just talking and drinking alcohol with a bunch of people that are intoxicated.
Yeah.
It's like, it's a catch-22. You're not going to get both of those things
So like
together.
on like our channel, people like it because they say it feels like two friends hanging out
There'll
on
be
a couch.
times where like I'll smoke up a little bit beforehand,
yeah, and like I'll drink a couple beers before we record.
but it's nothing like kind of like this where like we're constantly drinking throughout the podcast.
Yeah, like I'm very drunk right now.
Like,
but I will
I've
say
had-
like people like our channel because it feels like two friends hanging out because it is. Like
How much of the game do you guys talk about, and how much are you guys just talking shit? Like when you're playing a
What are you
game,
talking about?
like
50-50.
when you do like a let's
we do
play.
a game like
I have a feel it depends because there's a lot of the times where, and There's a lot of times, like, if it's a game that I really like, Matt will be going on some sort of tangent or conversation.
Brian would just like,
And there's a time where it's like there's something where it's like I want you to pay attention. And Justin did this, and I noticed it where I'm like, oh, okay, so this is kind of Justin's our editor, so we played a game that he really liked, which is Sonic Adventure, and we'd be talking over cutscenes, and he'd randomly interject.
like, stop,
like,
look at the cutscene.
he'd be like, oh, whoa, look, and we'd be like, oh yeah, anyways, and then we'd continue our conversation. It's a little grating for him. And like, for example, like with Sekiro, there'd be moments that I'd want Matt to notice, but he'd be on a tangent, and so it would kind of, I'd want to, I'd try to bring it up nonchalantly, but it would kind of just turn into me.
Right, because you don't want to look like
break the flow either.
you don't want to be like, dude, shut up, look at this.
But I want people to
you won't be able
notice
to
this
see
part
it,
of the game or whatever.
I
Because
think
you want people to be following like a let's play of the game as well.
Yeah.
Because
Well-
when they're clicking on the next episode,
Right.
they're like, oh, where are they up to? Not where's he on his fucking fifth whatever of that story.
exactly.
he's
Yeah,
telling.
like I think with our Let's Plays, because I think the way it goes is like we started doing Let's Plays, and we're still doing them 3.5 years later, and
I've
I
been doing the
3.5, yeah, almost 4. I like doing them because it's fun, but I don't see us the same as another channel that does them like, hey guys, today we're gonna play Mario 64. I see it as like Ryan and I, we're very different people, but when we sit down and come together, I feel like we are very individual, unique people who kind of fucking just fuck around.
We're also legitimate friends.
Yeah,
like
we're-
we
we're,
hang
like,
out outside
besides
of work.
the YouTube shit, like we're very good friends. And when we sit down and play a game together, you know, smoke some weed, drink some. My watch just fell off.
If I may
drink
interject-
some beer,
if I
like,
may interject to help you with
slipping
this.
off,
have a
bro.
size for
If
it.
I can interject to just help you, I feel like a lot of like the YouTubers that I see, they are not friends outside of the business.
Right.
They are.
I think that-
they
I
work
think
well
that-
together as a comedic duo, but they also are not really like friends
I
outside
think that's
of it.
shocking, probably shocking to a lot of viewers.
But Ryan and I,
Hearing
like,
that, 'cause
we're-
I don't
we're
think
best
people-
friends outside of shit.
Yeah, but I think most viewers probably assume, like, I think what you're saying to most people would come as a shock, and they'll be like,
Yeah.
really? Like, that's the thing
Like they
that's
don't see
happening?
each like there's a lot of YouTubers that don't see each other outside of work and
Mm-hmm.
don't talk to each other really that much outside of work. But Matt and I,
90%
well,
of
I
YouTubers you think of like aren't friends outside of it.
Well, the reason that you and I are so close is just because I think honestly, like if I'm just gonna be candid for a second, is that you and I went through trauma together, of
course,
and so we grew through that, and to
The fuck have we been through together?
and to come out of that. Well, this is just our own personal thing. I'm not saying to be friends you have to go through that.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah.
But in terms of Matt and I's relationship,
We've
to,
been through a
to
lot.
come out of what we did, we
know?
we depended on each other a lot.
and like think about this.
Because I moved out.
He moved to California
With
for this
Daniel.
region, and I moved to California too for a certain purpose. Things fucking flip like completely on their heads, and then what are we left with? Each other. So like we have to fucking kind of like form this bond, and we become friends with each other after this fucking tragedy happens. And through
SuperMega
that-
wasn't made until like
no 2016.
while, yeah.
Right. So like we experienced this tragedy, and then after that, like you and I kind of just like through that. There's so many moments where we just fucking.
I mean, you and I lived together for a while.
We lived together, but
not just under like Mark's roof, but like afterwards when we
fucking-
moved out.
we fucking like became each other's friends because they're like, who else do we have out here, right?
Yeah.
It's like we became each other's friends. We fucking became best friends, and then we're like, why don't we? I have Kids of Problems. You had Cyndago. That's done. We're doing this. Why don't we fucking start something ourselves?
It was weird because Matt, for a while, not really a while, it was a few months, was like, you were a member of Cyndago, but it was almost like the third wheel of Cyndago. And then
Yeah.
I became kind of like, not the third, a third wheel,
We, like,
essentially
flipped,
with Kids
right?
with Problems. And we felt like that didn't mesh, and we wanted to create something of our own.
Is that video
together.
when he got announced? Were you guys were jerking off or something, and he walks into the
Yeah.
room?
Yep.
I'm,
Oh my
Because,
god!
like-
But did you watch us like way back when, or is this just like?
I had seen some videos, but I've been trying because we're going to do the fucking podcast. So I've been trying to watch through like a bunch.
Well,
of
in
recent
the next
stuff.
in the next few days, over the camping trip, we're gonna have the camping trip tomorrow.
But yeah,
and then
I had
before
seen
the
a bunch of
day
different
a day before, every time we do the podcast, I sit down. I'm like, I need to like watch. So I'm probably gonna sit in the Airbnb for a day, like just watching videos.
I hate the idea of you guys watching our videos because I'm so self-conscious.
Don't worry, bro. I'll have
Me too,
headphones
man.
in. I'll have headphones in. Don't worry. You
I'm
don't
I'm so
even know.
self-conscious and like.
In fact,
fucking,
last night while you guys were sleeping, I was sitting on the couch, just like fucking.
Gotta catch up on
You're
some
looking up on some super mega law. And make sure. I'm also glad we're really fucked now, so that we can repeat some of this
so
tomorrow, like as a drunk recap. Well, next time we do the podcast.
I'm gonna fucking after this podcast, I'm gonna go puke over the balcony.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, make sure you get in the toilet. Scott will
We
kill
still gotta
us.
film that Pokemon video.
That ain't happening, bro. End it
you-
there, bro. Cut it off. I'm going to go shit. I need to shit real
What
bad.
do you mean that happened?
This just seems like a haphazard ending. What do you mean?
Fuck you.
I need to
End
shit.
it because you have to shit?
I mean, yeah.
This is our podcast,
End it there.
motherfucker.
All right.
End it there, he said.
That's where it ends.
That podcast was fucking epic.